burned to death? No wonder he fucking hated you.
You know, man, he didn't want to do the final. You feel me?
That's
He didn't
dumb.
wanna do it.
That's dumb because
Why is it
when you look at
dumb?
the Jedi, they're just a cult, and a lot of their
They're
problems
just
would
a
be just
cult.
like
He said Jedi are just a cult.
Wait, Jedi are
they
just
are
a cult?
though.
Yes,
They are
They're
though.
definitely a cult. They're
Are they
They're
not?
definitely a
they're
cult.
definitely a cult.
Are they not?
All right, hold on. Because two things can be true. They could be good guys, but they could also be a cult.
I've
have-
never
they
heard
have-
good guys and cult in the same.
In the
sentence.
same, right?
Me. That's just me. I haven't heard.
Hold on,
of
hold
it.
on. Do y'all think-
2026 is different,
Let's-
bro.
Time out.
Let's be for real. They're their organization that, like, even though they have no official authority over all the galaxies, if your child has force powers, they have to take them.
They just come and take.
Or they take them by force. They take your children whether you like it or not. And
Why though? Why do they take the?
Then
children?
also you can't marry. You're not supposed to have.
Which is cap because
you're not supposed to have.
how much
long-term
people got side
relationships.
pieces.
You're not supposed to be overly emotional. You're not supposed to have political ties.
Just
And
a
you're
lot of cap.
indoctrinated from the moment you're a child discovered to have powers.
So hold on though, right? Because I know cult is commonly used in a negative connotation, right? Do we not consider some religions to be cults and it's not negative? Like Scientology, for example, that's a cult, and they're not exactly negative or bad people. So I don't think saying the Jedi Order is being a cult is that bad.
I think because the word cult has a negative connotation to it.
Yeah,
It can just be an organization versus a cult.
It's
Nah.
a cult, though. You cannot say it's an organization. You just can't. And the crazy part is one thing with
you
most
can.
cult.
The reason why they did everything is because they want to prevent people from going to the dark side. That's the whole purpose.
But they don't. But they don't.
Taking
look,
away
but-
choices.
I'm not saying they are doing the things in the best way, but it doesn't go like, oh, you have to believe in this like godlike being like cults do. That's not what's
What
going on.
happens if you defy the Jedi Order?
And
What
really, the
happens?
Force is their godlike being. That's what they believe in. Is the Force.
Well, the Force is everywhere. I'm saying that the reason why they do the practice that they're doing because they don't want people going to the dark side. That's the problem.
But okay, so how come so many Jedi go to the dark side because they see the hypocrisy of it. What's the dude? The dude who's a Keanu Mundi has
It can
two
be
wives.
corrupted. Don't get me wrong. It can be
No,
corrupted.
but that's why. No, this is the crazy part is about most cults. If you just let the people just get some pussy, everything's a little better. Keanu Mundi.
And with
had two
that
wives.
being said,
No,
ladies
no.
and
Hold on,
gentlemen, we are live.
No. Let me get this on.
No. That is a perfect segue. No.
Why?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Black Sensei Society. This is episode 128 here on an amazing family-friendly podcast. And you see, we divulge into the real questions of culture. Are the Jedis a cult? But let's just get to the meat and potatoes of everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Santo, for the evening. I'm joined with Miles, Lonnie, Random, Ty, and Riddell. And we have an amazing episode for you guys. But before we start going into everything, let's get the business out of the way. If you are listening to us here on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share, hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever we go live or we have content coming up. You can always hit up our link tree where you can see all of our socials and follow us there, be it Facebook, Instagram, X, Blue Sky, Kick. We're everywhere. We're worldwide. Go ahead and follow us everywhere we are. You can always check out our Patreon where we have amazing content. We were just talking about Riddell reacting to season 7, and yeah, it's only downhill from there. But fellas, how are you guys doing today?
I'll go first. Miles Left is doing very good today. I had a good day. I woke up on time. I hooped a little bit with the guys on the lunch break, little 3v3. I can't complain. Happy to be alive.
Starting. That's insane.
W.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I've been chilling. I am going to Virginia this weekend for my sister's baby shower. So I'll be in Virginia for a while, around the Virginia Beach area. and then I'll be back next week. I should still be on the pod next week. I decided to take it easy today to catch up on a lot of shows, so I caught up on The Boys. I don't know how they're gonna deal with Homelander. I caught up with Wistoria. That shit's some heat. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I caught up with Nippon. That shit's some heat too. I'm not gonna lie.
You caught up?
Oh yeah, I caught up. That shit's some heat.
Cool.
I'm locked in to see what they do next. And yeah, those are the ones I caught up with. Oh, Damon Stew, which is despite Nippon and Wistoria, I think are probably better. Damon is still my favorite anime of the season. I just enjoy everything they do. Shout out, man.
I'll go next. I'm doing great. Revenge is sweet. The Sixers got swept, so that made me a little bit happy. Also, as a generational LeBron hater, him getting swept also made me genuinely happy. Sorry, Ty. And yeah, no, anime's been cooking. Devil May Cry dropped today. I only watched the first episode, but that shit was some heat. Santo, did you see it?
Yes.
Yeah. They definitely turned it up a notch. I don't know how great the overall season is, but the first episode, I think, had great storytelling, great fights. Music was banging. I felt like, some of the songs they played, I play in the gym almost every day. So I was happy. And Witch Hat, cooking like always. So, yeah. Oh, and I'm also excited for the Punisher special. I think it drops today or tonight for Marvel. So, yeah.
Hey, real quick on the Marvel tip, Lonnie, random, welcome me back into the fold. I told y'all when they add my nigga back to Marvel Rivals is when I'll reappear. My nigga Cyclops is coming. Y'all got me. I'm back. Cyclops is really my nigga. That's the only character I was waiting for real.
Well, I think he's dropping the second half of the season, so that's like not for like another month or so. They're dropping.
Y'all see me in a month?
You watching that new X-Men series?
It drops in July.
Nah.
Yeah, probably me neither. But shout out X-Men though.
I'm boycotting Marvel now.
Oh, Marvel's ever since they were like, you know what, we've been fucking up. Let's lock in. They've been locked in, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They've been locked in. No misses. What's coming up next? Doomsday.
Spider-Man,
months, right? And Spider-Man. Oh,
that's in December.
Oh, no. Spider-Man's in a couple months though. I'm locked in for that one.
Yeah. It's the Punisher thing, which is going to be part of the Spider-Man story, and then Spider-Man, then Doomsday.
Shout out, man. Ty Redden, what's up?
I'm chilling, man. It's been a pretty chill day for me as well. Just dealing with some foolishness with my mom's neighbor. I've never wanted to fight. I've never wanted to defend my honor in a way, and I'm completely useless right now. There's nothing I can do. I've been forbidden. But, bro, if this is how owning homes is, I'm good. Because this is ridiculous. Like, I'll tell you guys after the pod what's going on, but it's literally some of the most petty, ridiculous homeowner stuff that I've ever heard. I'm tired of it, but I've been banned from doing whatever.
Just curiosity, not to make you go into detail. Is it HOA related or not?
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. That's the crazy part.
On your lawn or something?
It's not my lawn, and no, that might be part of it. We're
always
getting
a dog
together.
in someone's lawn, bro.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
We got. I say we. My mom got to get the list together, and then we're knocking that out. But yeah, I've just been chilling. Finished. Miles finished Pragmata. I need a break.
I've been slacking. I got to get back on that. I've been slacking.
I need a break. The crazy part is right after we talked, and I hit the part where the story, like, all right, now we're sprinting. Everything started going crazy, and I was like, I need a break. I need a break from gaming after that. I put too much in, but it's a great game, magnificent game.
I was seeing some people say it kind of gets freaky as the game goes on and on. It kind of goes past like AI into just straight up like not Lovecraftian, but just very weird, kind of organisms and stuff inhabiting those AI.
There's where we stopped, Miles, it's like right on the precipice.
Okay.
When we talked, right on the precipice before, because it does get a little weird. But I thought everything kind of worked out pretty well, and obviously you got to see Hugh and Diana just be themselves, and that's always fun.
Man, listen, man, I'm chilling. I'm back. I'm back on TikTok because that creator fund is.
You've been grinding.
He has been cooking.
That creator fund is creator funding, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm working on Slingshot, which is an indie publishing company that me and my friend are working on, and the playoffs, bro. Listen, we've been done with Bron, bro. It's Anthony Edwards' world now.
He's done with Bron now.
Bro. Listen, we put him on a shelf for GOAT talks, but current NBA, bro, it's Ant-Man's world, dog, and we're all just living in it. And the quicker that we all accept that he's better than niggas like Luka, the better. Like that we can actually, that conversation is not crazy no more. It's not.
The conversation is not crazy, but
we've been pretending it's been crazy, but it's no longer crazy, and I'm tired of niggas pretending it is. So,
I'm sure like as Wemby's going off and they down by 12.
Nah, bro. Shout out to him, man. I guess
I'm surprised nothing happened to him after he elbowed Nas Reed. Like nothing happened to him.
It was the early second quarter. What were they? They weren't good suspended.
No, yeah.
It was the early second quarter. You
don't elbow a dude like that. You don't even fine him.
I don't care. It's Wemby. It was the early second quarter.
Okay, so
that's all you needed to say. It's Wemby. You get to
what to say. It's Wemby.
That's dumb.
Oh, it is dumb, but it is
that's so dumb.
Sports works. I don't know.
It's actually not dumb.
That's dumb.
It's not dumb at all.
If you elbow a nigga like that, you're out the game.
No. I'm saying the response.
He was out the game.
I'm saying the response.
Or you suspend him.
No. Here's the thing.
He was out the game.
You could argue that it's not fair, but it's not dumb. It's not fair, but
maybe that's the proper term.
And it's dumb.
Like. I also think it may not be fair, but like dumb. Like, why would I?
He missed
one of the best superstars ever. Like one of the best superstars in the era. Want to suspend him for a playoff game?
Yeah, nigga, because he elbowed a nigga in the face.
Okay, did you see?
No. I'm saying that's bad. I'm saying that's bad business. I promise you, if LeBron ever did that, he would not get suspended. I promise you.
Yeah.
That would not have happened.
And I would say the same
about
thing.
all the plays that
Randall, I'm not saying that. Randall, you're right. It's unfair. It's just smart. It's not dumb. I wouldn't.
Bro,
I was a commissioner.
Privilege. He gets the GOAT privilege.
It is what it is.
No, but random, keep it consistent. So all the times that Nas Reed like shoved him in the back or elbowed him in the back and things like that doesn't mean nothing.
Tell me.
Okay, those aren't the same.
But
But
not the same. But I'm just saying, like, so when the league looks at like, oh, what led to this, and they see 3 or 4 different dirty plays from Nas Reed, and they're like, oh yeah, so he did all this.
Riddell, you moving on to Wemby?
He clearly he
said what?
Escalated. Moving on to Wemby.
Then pine Nas Reed too. But Wemby should
have
had some kind of punishment after
Hey,
the
bro,
game.
Riddell a traitor, dog.
Nas Reed started.
No, I'm never hopping the bandwagon.
What more?
Okay, Lonnie, let's do it like this.
On from who, Luka?
Yeah,
no, I did it.
He's a smart man. Smart man.
Lonnie, let's do it like this. We're after the club.
Smart man. Smart, bro.
They've been pushing and shoving him the whole damn series, and he finally retaliated.
I mean, we should have known it. Nigga with a number 77 can't be a lead, dog. Like, I don't come to
I do agree. That's a nasty ass.
It is a nasty. It's a nasty number though. Like I can't. I Finals MVP wore 77. Like,
that's when you know you're him. That you made 77 look cool, bro. That's tough.
Cool. I mean,
yeah. Yep. Everybody wears 77 school now. That's just how it works. Yeah.
Are they wearing 77 or are they wearing 2?
2. Who's 2?
Hey.
Yeah.
Riddell, you want
to
man. Who I know who?
I mean, we can't put Luka and Shea combos now. Can't do that.
Yo, the wagon that you were jumping on.
No. I'm not. I don't know. I'm on Ant. I want Ant to play and knock Shea out. I'm just saying that. I'm just being honest that Luka's not a Shea combos. No, I'm not being honest.
No.
Right,
I will say this. This is nasty. I don't even get. Luka didn't even play in the playoffs. Where's this animosity coming from?
Right. So he's not a Shea combos.
Good.
I don't like it. I'm disappointed.
Disappointed. No. Once he let me down, I was like, yeah, Luka, I can't trust you.
He was injured. He couldn't let you down. What do you want him to do? You know what's crazy?
I
Though?
want him to get in shape. I
His
wanted to get in
injury
shape for
came
Dell.
from
That's what I
playing the
wanted.
Thunder. So the Thunder knocked him out, so they didn't have to play him.
No. But I don't trust he wasn't gonna be in shape no way,
They
bro.
swept him in the regular season because
He
they
was
were
in
so
shape all
scared
season.
about playing him.
You say he was in shape?
He was in
Alright,
shape
bro.
all season. All season.
He just
what
can
was
hoop.
the stats against OKC this year? Riddell, do you remember? Because I don't think they were that good.
Oh, they played better in the playoffs. So,
I mean, you losing by 20 in the regular season. I don't think.
well, Lou Dort's not going to go 10 for
scared
10
to
for
do playoffs.
threes. I'm just not in the playoffs.
It's okay, bro. We can all just lean on Anthony Edwards, and that'll just be.
He means 1B.
Let's go, Knicks.
Mhm.
1B, please beat OKC so that the Knicks can beat you. Please. Thank you.
Bro, okay. Last
okay.
thing, Miles, hear me.
Crazy.
Right?
A compilation, all these 30 plays they're doing on
Anthony Edwards in the Garden. That would be so turd, bro. Come on.
So tied.
That would be so
tied.
fire.
Here's the problem. I would love for it to be Ant. I don't think he beats OKC with the lingering injuries, dog. I don't see it. I just don't see it.
enough.
That defense while he's hurt, dog. I don't know, bro.
Ty, you don't want to see your team getting swept in the next round. So,
Who
my team?
You think they get swept?
You think the Timberwolves get swept?
I think they win one.
You know what I'm saying? They win one.
Yeah,
Some gentleman shit. We can win one.
Or we can win 4.
Yeah, and could drop like 40 one game.
Hey, man.
Get them with a.
Hey,
it
Lou
don't
Dort
matter.
Caruso.
Knicks in 4, bro. We locked in.
I ain't gonna lie. As long as we get the foul, then it's okay.
Brunson about to win a chip.
Y'all could get physical with him for sure.
I ain't gonna lie. Russ, they not beating they're not beating
Yeah,
OKC.
believe.
Yeah, no, Ty, they're not. That's why I need the Spurs to win so that we can beat them. We don't beat OKC.
Yo, Knicks won a championship. Party at your crib, Miles?
Hell yeah. If the Knicks win,
Nigga, I'll take that train. I'll take that.
nigga, if the Knicks win, nobody's going to work for the whole week.
Bro.
No one's going to work for the whole week if the Knicks win. I'm telling you.
I'll fly out.
Okay.
Bet. We know, hey, BSS, we know who we were rooting for. Yep. Come on.
I want the Knicks to win. Yeah. And I need, hey, if the Timberwolves do win, I like that. It just can't be OKC. I'm rooting for whoever beats OKC. That's my mentality. That's it.
I like Shea, so I'm
OKC is the number one ops. For sure.
Hey, man. It is what it is.
Yo, Santo having elite technical difficulties, huh?
Yeah, where is Santo?
His
Santizi.
laptop keeps on crashing, it seems.
While we're on Santo, speaking of the playoffs, how do y'all think about the Cleveland Pistons series so far?
You know something? Donovan Mitchell is so tough. That nigga just never in a good he could be a legit number 2 on a championship team, 100%. I don't know about a number 1, but that nigga is tough, bro. And it's just unfortunate that he'll never get a championship because he can't be the best player on the team. I don't think he can be the best player.
I agree. He could be a best player.
Would you not?
I feel like you got something to say.
I don't know, bro.
Look, I don't see. He's good. I don't think he's that good, bro. I don't see what everybody else kind of.
He did just tie a playoff record, Miles, with most points in a quarter.
I mean, that's fine, but I watched the first half of the game too when the nigga was bricking everything. I watched the other games where he was bricking everything too. So it's yeah, he has the propensity to go off. Everything goes for him. I think his process is fire. The way he hoops, he knows what he's trying to do. He gets to his spots. That nigga just don't be on enough for me. It's I don't know. It's a lighter running out of gasoline. That shit, the flame doesn't stay on.
I think it's because he's the number. I think he's the number 2. I think he could have did what Kyrie did.
Most
He
certainly.
probably should be coming off ball much more than he actually is. I'll probably help out his game a lot.
He was playing with James Harden, who can be on ball, but
James Harden really he played a good game last game, so I won't be disrespectful.
Santos, say something.
He played a good game the
good.
game before
I'm
too.
good.
In that second half. Sensei, you're good.
They just need him to command a lot more pressure. And yes, I'll tell you, are good. That's why they got him.
Well, I don't know. It's the Pistons this offseason. They didn't make a trade. Maybe go for after Kawhi or something because Jalen Durant is not it. I never
his
seen
ass.
Damn, all
But
NBA.
maybe you guys need to be quiet because Angie Carr just entered a $2 super chat. We appreciate you. Y'all seen Mortal Kombat 2 yet? Interested to hear thoughts.
I'm actually watching it tomorrow with my granddad, so I can give you some opinions after that. You're muted, Randall.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow with my girl.
Oh,
Payback for Wuthering Heights. I picked the next movie.
Let me see its ratings. I haven't heard bad things about it.
And I saw Angry Joe dropped a review on the movie. He thought it was pretty good. Even from the trailers, you could tell they spent some money on it.
68% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I've also, what are people's expectations for this? I wonder. I'm not
68%
watching
for critics and 89% for audience. So
not bad.
Hmm.
Good movie. Not kind of related.
It's a success.
I know y'all been seeing the He-Man trailers. No, I was never a big He-Man nigga growing up. For some reason, it looks really interesting. I don't know.
I'm scared.
I'm the same way. I'm cautiously like, I don't know if I want to go to theaters to watch this, but I'm gonna watch it eventually. It looks good. It looks good.
it does look good.
It's either gonna be really corny or it's gonna be a good ass movie.
Oh,
The
I'm
premise is
expecting-
kind of interesting though. He left his world to go to a normal world, and then he has to go back to help his people. And also Skeletor CGI is amazing, to be honest.
I'll also say, Lonnie, maybe we kind of need corny. I feel like we're in this weird spot where it's like a superhero-esque movie, or the niggas are trying to take themselves really seriously.
Well, I think
Maybe.
Yeah, because like Mortal Kombat, like the first movie was kind of corny, so that I was fine with it. Street Fighters is gonna be corny.
Yeah.
I think Street Fighter is gonna be ass. I got no viability for that. I got no.
What's the difference between the Street Fighter movie and the Mortal Kombat movie?
Go look at Akuma. Go look at Roman Reigns and Akuma, and then come back to me.
Did
And
you
go
see
look
the
at-
Mortal Kombat movie?
I want to actually look that up.
See the
Hold on.
first Mortal Kombat movie because that was a pretty fucking corny movie. That was a pretty corny movie. It was good at times.
I don't think this movie's gonna be good. I don't think this.
I
movie's
think it's gonna
good at
be
all.
like goofy but entertaining. That's what I think.
I think
Yeah,
it's gonna
but
be
the-
Street Fighters. I think
This
it's
shit
gonna be
looks
classic
horrible.
Street Fighters.
That's what when I first saw it. I said, "I'm good. I'm good." That's that's one of the top villains in the damn verse, Lonnie. And when Roman Reigns comes on, tries to do the Shining Death, whatever the fuck he calls his ultimate move, I'm supposed to buy that dude's dangerous.
This picture actually looks okay.
I'm
Bro,
good.
Raging
Have you
Demon?
watched the trailer?
Thank
The
you.
trailer
Thank
looks
you.
good. I like the trailer.
Yeah, Angie, I don't have a problem with corny action movies or fighting movies. Like, I think corny fighting movies are fine. Like, it's like what we kind of grew up on in some cases. Like, a lot of the kung fu movies were like corny and stuff like that growing up. But I think Street Fighter is gonna be a corny, good action movie. I think it's gonna get the job done. I think like the trailer itself, like designed itself not to be taken that seriously. Like with the little snippets and cameos that they do and stuff. Like, I think it's meant to be like a fun-filled comedy action movie. So that's how I'm taking it. Like, I didn't take the first Mortal Kombat movie seriously at all.
Me
No,
neither.
I'm the same way. Miles, I saw the trailer, I saw the picture, said this movie's gonna be ass. I just have a feeling.
Wow.
I'm sorry that I got to rely on Cody Rhodes as Guile to carry me through. Andrew Schultz and
Guile,
Danny
like
was
with
actually pretty
Popeye
fire.
hands, and Guile, like Cody is literally this.
I'm not
And I'm
Santo.
supposed to believe he's Guile. Nah,
I get
Bro,
where you're
y'all
coming
are-
from. Cody Rhodes is going to be a fire Guile. I think that's going to be fire.
I definitely believe he'll put his all into this
No.
performance.
I think it's going to be entertaining, and I think the action's going to be good. And that's all
I
you
think-
need. It's a Street Fighter movie.
I think casting a bunch of like WWE wrestlers, I'd say casting a bunch of wrestlers was the great idea. It was a great idea. They're already used to kind of playing out and enacting characters. I'm kind of with Riddell on this. I think it'll actually be pretty good.
Blue.
And I can't trust random
I'm
critique
good.
on movies
I'm
right
good.
now. I'm tripping.
We just have different tastes, bro. That's the
I don't
only
either.
thing.
It's not about taste. It's about
I thought the movie was bad. I'd never watched until I watched Wuthering Heights. I literally have never watched a chick flick before, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the
not
story.
like something and then saying something is trash or not good or whatever.
I said
the cinematography alone was like a 90 out of 10.
this is the problem.
Cinematography alone was outstanding.
This is my problem with this. It's because you guys just if you go back and read, I said this is just the worst movie I've seen Margot Robbie in. That's what I said. I didn't say it's the worst movie I've ever seen.
Suicide Squad. The first Suicide Squad?
What call it? Sure, I guess. I really did not like this movie. Once again, we have different tastes here.
You could not like
That's
it.
all this is.
It's not a bad movie by any stretch of the imagination.
You called it the worst movie you've ever seen.
No, the worst movie I've ever seen. Margot Robbie. Go back and read it. God damn it.
You know how he like revises his statements? Like he'll make a broad
Go
statement.
back and read it. Go back and read the group chat.
Like, no, I said it like this. And then, he goes off of his new adjust statement for like the past month and a half. He's been saying, oh, it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. She's above that movie. She's above that movie.
She is above that movie.
That shit was a C movie. It was the definition of mid. It would add some really great parts, add some bad parts, but overall, solid story arc, great symbolism in the movie, great cinematography. The acting was fine. It had extreme sexual content, which I think was probably what turned you off to it. It had a lot of cheating tropes, which probably turned you off to it. But it's a part of the story. It's also a tragedy. It's not supposed to have a happy ending.
I didn't care if it's a tragedy. One of my favorite series is Berserk. I live on tragedy, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't really get your problem with the movie besides the extreme sexual content and the cheating tropes. Outside of that, the movie is fine. Everything there was not one thing that didn't make sense in the movie. It was concise. Everything was on theme. The big conflicts, the way when they went against each other, it all symbolized from the start of the movie, the very start of the movie. It starts off with what? Hanging and like the extremeness of human brutality and things like that. And then it went on to the overall of controlling people. And throughout the whole movie, they symbolize controlling people and the extremeness of like the human personalities. They did that throughout the entire film. So it was not a bad movie because they stay consistent to theme from beginning to end. I don't know how it was a bad film. It was consistent through and through.
Once again, I guess so I have to mention this. This was my opinion. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's the worst movie that I've seen Margot Robbie in. God damn it. I can't believe we're wasting this much time on it, bro. If you like the movie, you like the movie. I do not like the movie.
I said it was
I do not like the movie. This is all this is. I do not like the movie.
Random. Why do you hold like Margot Robbie in like such high prestige?
No, no, it was just like me because once again, I've never seen a chick flick like that. Sure, he's talking about a hanging. The first 30 seconds of the movie is just somebody they're choking, but the way they make it sound, that's not what's happening.
They're choking, and they're dying, and they're showing like the people are celebrating, like, oh my god, he's dying.
It's the Middle Ages. They don't got shit to do. So they're gonna go watch the dude fucking get hanged because they don't got anything else to do.
So right
there,
I know the deal. Like this movie's about like the extremeness of like of humans. Like, oh, someone's dying and choking. We're celebrating. We're cheering on people dying. It's hanging day, and they're celebrating, and people are making out and having sex in the street and stuff like that.
Maybe it's the Middle Ages. Yeah, I know the social norms are not the same as today. I know it. Once again, you like the movie more than I did. Me personally, maybe because I just haven't watched a Margot Robbie movie in a while, Miles, to answer your question. I'm just like, she's above this. Like she wasn't the best, in my opinion. She wasn't the best She wasn't the best actor in that movie.
Random. That's my problem. Why is she above this? She's only been in like, because I'm saying she's only been in like Wolf of Wall Street, which the movie was fantastic. Her role wasn't all that crazy. She was in Barbie. For a Barbie movie, it was pretty cool. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I think that was like a good movie. But again, she doesn't have these crazy ass like roles to say like she's above that. Focus with Will Smith.
Babylon, but that's
Babylon was pretty good.
And to be fair, it's an adaptation of like a famous book, right? So.
Yeah. Also, this was not my girl wanted to go watch it. I went to go watch it. I had no idea about it, and I just walked away. I was like, I didn't like the movie. Nobody. Jesus Christ!
You've gone to the extreme with this. You said that you had a whole script ready to make a YouTube video about how bad the
movie. My nigga, I didn't like the movie. I'm not the first nigga to make a script about the movie. Go fucking Google YouTube and see.
Bad. The movie's not great, but like I said, it's like a C-rated movie.
My nigga, watching 30 minutes of Margot Robbie just straight up cheating on her man makes it a worse movie.
So you have a problem with the cheating trope?
Yes, I mentioned it to you when we first talked about it months ago.
Her having
I mentioned it to you months ago. What are you? What are you trying to get out of me right now, Mal?
I have issues with cheating too.
Like, so you're mad that she cheated in the movie when the movie is about secret lovers.
Nigga, I didn't know what the movie was until I saw it. I didn't know what the movie was until I saw it.
You'd be like, oh, secret lovers. Oh my god, she's cheating.
Nigga, what do you want me to say that will drop this, bro? What do you want? I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
You're right. You're amazing. That's what he wants you to say.
I mean,
I'm not gonna give him that. I'm not gonna give him that satisfaction. Just move on, bro. We have different opinions on the movie.
A month and a half about a movie that was so bad.
It was my opinion, Lottie. Why are you getting mad about my opinion?
I'm just disappointed. We can move on. I'm just
nigga. You watch more movies than me.
I'm just disappointed in you, my nigga. Genuinely disappointed. Do better.
I'm good. I'm not going to be watching movies like that all the time.
For real. Thank you, Angie.
Someone want to read it?
Angie Card, $2 super chat. Random in theaters like my queen. No, exactly. He saw Margot Robbie cheat and he crashed out.
Crazy. I would have felt that way if I watched somebody else cheat.
I mean, I don't know. I have nothing to say. Shout out Margot Robbie. She's attractive. Anyhow,
she is.
She is attractive.
When it comes down to it, should we? I think Santo's busy. Should we talk about some of the anime of this week?
Should we finish the talk, the NBA playoff talk, or not?
Yeah, so we can go through the. Can we go through the list that you gave?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
We got it.
All right, so he did start off with the NBA playoffs. I guess, do we need to talk about the Lakers and the 76ers really getting swept, or is this just OKC's?
We kind of talked about it already.
Well, Luka was injured, and the Sixers are blowing it up. Daryl Morey just got fired. So,
yeah,
he lasts a lot longer in that position. Than
do you think Joel's done?
Done as in
he doesn't.
Done as in what? Done as in what? As in he's retiring?
Yeah, well, he said like with his injuries and stuff like that. Like he said, like, I think he said in his press conference, like, I don't know if I'll be here next year or whatever. Like
that's cap. They owe him money.
They owe money. He's
I think his supermax starts like this upcoming season.
It does. Yeah. He has like 2 years left in his contract.
His contract. He's gonna sit, get all that money, and then maybe he'll think about going somewhere else or leaving.
I'm be honest. I'm not trading for Joel Embiid.
I wouldn't either.
He's gonna play like 30 to 40 games like every year from now on. Like that's just what you're gonna have to deal with. So
and then it's not worth it. So Sixers are kind of cooked, but they're gonna build around Tyrese Maxey and VJ.
Shit ass.
That photo that they had, or was it Mitchell Robinson dunking on Joel Embiid, and they had it in the different. VJ's reaction to the dunk was insane. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. But the next topic that he had, this is probably going to be the last one for the NBA playoffs. We did touch on a little bit. Me and Lonnie started going into it. Wemby showed off his Shaolin skills and got ejected, and the series is now tied. How do we feel about that? Like me personally, I thought Wemby should have gotten some kind of suspension from the league besides just leaving the playoff game. But how do we feel about that? That's how I felt.
I love it, man. You know, everybody talks about how this era is not physical. Niggas don't care. You know what I'm saying? They were harassing Wemby. You know what I'm saying? He hit a boiling point. He elbowed my boy. It is what it is. Ultimately, he's a moneymaker. He's important. He's one of the few stars left. I mean, I feel like with him not having any infractions, it's okay to not suspend him. It's cool. But yeah, I love it, man. They letting niggas play hard. Niggas are gonna get mad because they're playing hard. It is what it is. I don't see nothing. It's not a big deal to me.
Yeah, Sam, it's not.
What if he fractured his jaw?
He didn't though.
That's
I think. Well, I will lie to you. I think that actually matters. Like I think if Nas Reed like lost a tooth or something, or like had like something damage to his like throat, like actual damage, then I think you suspend him. But he's fine.
I thought he should at least be fine. Me personally, but
which is also the case for like reality. Like if you do something to someone, like how hurt they are can determine what you get charged with. Like
what charge? Sure. So I guess the reason why I asked it is you can think of it from two lenses. One, whether harm was committed, so does that matter? And then two, like if someone elbowed you in your face, how would you react? The kind of more personal level.
I mean, yeah, fight on, I guess.
To be fair, like it was more of a reaction to things. Like they just did like a.
It's still, bro. There's no justification for Wemby.
I'm not saying there's justification, but there's a reason behind the action. Like again, also this game, I've seen them push him down like 2-3 times this game alone. One of them was Nas Reed. Nas Reed just shoved him in the back and he went flying.
Yeah.
Like, they've been doing this shit all series. So like he had a reaction. It is what it is.
I mean, Lonnie, Ayo and Stephon Castle have been going at it. There's a lot of tension in this series. It's men, you know what I'm saying? They play in a sport. They all want to win. They're competing. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's fine line to how you react to things.
And Wemby's gonna get that LeBron tax where it's like he's so big where like certain fouls or certain plays are just not gonna get.
But that wasn't a foul. That was an elbow.
They're shoving him to the floor and shit, and they're not calling it. Like I literally saw like 5 plays ago. They
not all actions are the same.
He's not getting called.
Not all actions are the same. That's the kind of the point of the conversation. At what point do you want to go like hold the standards like don't do this or else? That's the biggest thing.
You know what's funny? You're saying this, Riddle. That's how I feel about John Morant, and then guys like Luka and Shea. Shooting guns everywhere. I kind of feel the same way. That's interesting how that's kind of come back full circle. How Luka gets to just point guns, and the action doesn't matter. It's the same action, but for sure.
Hey, he cooking.
I'll leave that alone. But I will say, when it comes to like an actual like an attack on someone, I mean, of course, that's direct bodily harm. So you always want to ensure that doesn't continue to make sure that things don't escalate. Because obviously, the NBA doesn't want to be looked at as a product where fighting is allowed. That's the biggest thing.
It's cool in hockey though.
Yeah, but
they can fight.
Ain't it?
They can just fight. I respect that.
At least, yeah. I mean, shout out. That makes their sport interesting. They get to fight. NBA, you don't get to fight.
Like the generational beefs. That shit goes international. When Canada and the US saw each other in the Olympics, the first game, they just started scrapping. They said, "Oh, word? Drop the gloves. Put your hands up." I said, "I respect that. That's beef right there."
It's crazy.
By the way, I do want to apologize. My laptop's just been going insane tonight, so I'm hoping it looks good right now. Am I good?
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right, Lonnie, can continue.
I was just saying it is crazy, like how in hockey, like as you were saying, like games can like just start and like people can just automatically throw their gloves and start fighting and no one bats an eye. But if people start pushing and shoving in basketball, oh look at how violent he is. It's
a different sport.
Into hockey.
It doesn't matter if it's a different sport.
It does matter.
I'm sorry, like people shoving each other and yelling at each other is completely different than punching each other in the face. I don't care what sport it is.
It's different. It's different, bro. It's literally different. You can't judge hockey and basketball the same.
I'm not judging them the same. I'm judging the actions different. I'm saying you can literally just start a fist fight. The game starts 0-0. The game starts. You can start a fist fight with somebody. No one bats an eye. You can shove somebody in basketball. And you're painted as, Oh my
fighting
god,
is
violent person.
fighting is not ingrained into basketball like it is.
It
in hockey.
doesn't. But I'm standing with Lonnie on it. Yeah, fighting doesn't matter in basketball, but what Lonnie is saying is that in one sport, the same barbaric action of beating and hitting on each other is cool because it's a part of the sport. But we can't apply the context to the fact that one B's getting harassed, shoved, pushed, beaten, nigga, whole arm bleeding, scratched up. That builds on a person, and he lost himself in the moment. That's the part that Lonnie's focusing on.
I agree with you, but you can't. You know what? Never mind.
You just
we're just
weren't
gonna go
agreeing
around
with
this
me.
Like,
No, I mean,
No, talk about it.
Is that the rule books
it's
that
just,
like
it's just contextual precedent at the end of the day. Hockey made it a norm, so people accept it. In basketball, it's not a norm, so people are not going to accept it. And that's just how both the sports were raised into what they are today. And the biggest thing for this, the biggest thing for this conversation is not
it's
the
y'all
shoving,
that want to
it's
outcome that didn't happen. I accept it just fine.
It's just like we don't want to allow certain actions because it can lead to dangerous results. An elbow in someone's jaw is a dangerous move.
Correct.
So that's what
and
they're. That's what they want.
And he was ejected, and his team lost.
Yeah, that's all. Hey, if we can establish that that's like there's no justification, that's all I care about. Because I think trying to justify it just because like what happened before doesn't really make sense. Now, if you want to argue that what happened to him is a good enough punishment, different conversation. But I don't think there's.
I think what he did was warranted, and then I think the punishment was warranted. I think both are warranted. I can understand that he's human. He reached his limit point, and you know what I'm saying. He lost control in the moment. It's okay. It happens. He doesn't have a precedent of doing it. He's not a typically violent player in the NBA. He doesn't have any other infractions. They did their due diligence. He's good.
I'm unsure whether or not the punishment is good enough. I'm unsure about it. I wonder if it is determined based off like whether harm is manifested. But overall, I mean, I don't care that much, but I do think it's something to pay attention to because if this happens again, I'm sure this is going to be a big conversation. So we'll see.
I think the punishment is well. I think so. I in my opinion, I think the punishment was fine. I do think they do take into account prior history if this person, has done this before, if it has tendencies or whatnot. Because I do see somebody like, let's say, I'm gonna say like a Draymond Green does it. I mean, he's suspended game too. For that second game, he's out because of that prior history. Wemby does not have any track record of being a quote unquote dirty player. He's literally a player that is constantly getting fouled. And yes, he does complain to the refs, warranted. I mean, he does have a right to, because he's getting hacked like every time he's in the paint at this point. But I think the punishment was fine.
Santo or maybe one of y'all can answer. Was it last year that Joel like injured Mitchell Robinson like on purpose when he like grabbed his leg? Did he even get fined for that?
I actually don't know. I don't want to lie.
I know he didn't get suspended when he grabbed Mitchell Robinson's leg and pulled him down, but I don't even think he got fined.
Did LaMelo get fined for tripping? Who did he trip?
Bam.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I don't think he got. No, he didn't.
I don't think so.
No,
and he should have been.
I don't want to lie.
He should have been. Wasn't Bam? Didn't Bam get? He couldn't even finish the game, right?
Yeah,
he was out.
Yeah, he should have been.
And that was the second time he did it.
Now I'll play devil's advocate.
He was fine.
If Wemby does this on Ant, is he suspended?
Probably.
Yes.
No.
Probably.
It's more likely he's fine.
No, it's not. He's Wemby, right? He's playing next game, bro.
And Ant is Ant.
I about to say
Ant is not going to be taken out of the game. We're using the same rules.
I do think that doing things on a role player it does change things.
It does.
like if like I think the Bron example I brought up, if he did that shit to Kobe. It's a little different. So that's a little different.
It could be different, but we're talking about punishments.
Yeah,
right. And I'm saying that him being punished, I would say I don't know actually.
Yeah, that's the biggest part of the conversation.
I mean, the same way we can kind of infer, because I agree with you that the bodily harm aspect of it definitely took a play, and whether further disciplinary action would happen. I think who he hits definitely matters.
I'm sorry, Dylan Harper's so damn good.
It definitely matters.
I think it matters. I just don't think he will be suspended. So
this is the ultimate test for Dell. This is the ultimate test for Dell. If Wemby does that to Luka, he gets suspended.
Yo, I'm calling Silver right now. Yo, no, what? What do you mean? Oh, it's crazy.
He said, "I'm calling Silver right now."
I say Luka don't got the most she used to have, bro.
Damn.
Man, hop on the bandwagon and just be slandering my boy, bro.
No. I'm just saying he don't got the most he got. The league like Ant more right now, bro. Sorry, bro. And the media, they love Ant.
The media loves Ant.
I'm sorry. I'm saying, wait, am I lying? I'm not.
Yes,
I'm really not lying.
Luka's not in the playoffs, so of course they're not talking about him.
No, before the playoffs, they hate him, bro. They love Ant right now.
Oh, you're talking about who loves him? Yeah, they love Ant more than Luka.
That's
Luka's been
what I'm
getting
saying,
slandered. Yeah, Luka's been getting slandered for the last
That's all I'm saying, Fran. The media was like, "Was Nico right? Was Nico right?"
Divorce Luka was
disgusting. You're disgusting.
Wait, that niggas were asking that. I don't know. I'm just repeating.
Man, I hope everybody. I hope Ant and Wemby loses. How about that?
That's
damn.
Wow,
that's insane.
Shout out Shea.
That's hate.
No, actually, I'd rather Wemby win than Shea. So it's like Wemby, then Ant, then Shea. Shea's on the bottom.
What did Shea do besides be better than Luka?
Bro, I'm tired of his super team, bro. That shit's annoying.
I
hate it.
Organic super team.
I don't care. That doesn't change anything.
This thing said, I want a new NBA champion every year.
Yeah, preferably Luka.
I wish Ant.
Well, no, but
I wish Ant or D Book had the Thunder, man. The amount of niggas that would eat in that system, man.
I said on Discord, the fact that AJ Mitchell is 1% of their salary cap for the next 3 years,
man,
it is, and
he's probably a 20. He's like a top 20 point guard.
They got their picks. The amount of picks that OKC got is just
it's so nasty, bro.
This is the best draft in 25 years, and they got 2 picks.
Yeah, no.
Boo Thunder.
And the Pacers ain't got nothing. But anyways,
this is really PG. This is really PG and Kawhi fault, but whatever.
I agree.
Yeah, we don't want to have that conversation.
But yeah, so that that concludes NBA playoff talk. So did you guys talk about the? Did you guys cover any other topics that I had while I was out?
We're waiting for you.
Okay,
so no,
I appreciate. You know what? I appreciate that. So, let's go into a quick little topic that I had. So, I have a moral question.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, there've been a couple of notable websites that have gone taken down. It's been a spree of fan favorite websites that have been gone down where we would view said stories that we enjoy. Is this good or bad for anime fans?
I mean, me personally, I think it's bad. If you're looking at the average person who whether or not they're working or not, I just think having more ways, because we're heading to this point where Netflix just upped their price again. All these different platforms are upping prices. They don't care, despite the fact that they're making record profits and all that. Now, in a perfect world, pirating wouldn't exist. Like these other fan sites wouldn't need to exist. But as long as we keep getting, the consumer keeps getting, for lack of better words, taken advantage of. And I understand that the price might not be, it's only $15 or whatever the fuck it is now. But some people can't watching Crunchyroll is a luxury. Watching Netflix is a luxury. It's not, something that I feel like most people would do every day. I just think it's bad because you do want people to watch this, and I understand that it's taking money away from them, but unless you try to make it better for the consumer, this is always going to happen. This is a failing war that these companies are going to do. This is always going to be a failing war because just because those 2 sites are gone, there's more sites coming up. There's plenty. And they're always going to keep doing until whatever that sweet spot is that the consumer can feel good, because it has been proven that if you do offer the consumer a good price, they will not pirate. So that's just where I'm at. It just seems like right now, following, these sites are getting taken down. Maybe more people will go to Crunchyroll, but with everything that we're seeing, that what we're seeing companies do, I think it's really bad until we find a way that consumers can feel comfortable watching these on these platforms instead of running to pirate sites, if that makes any sense.
Go ahead, though.
I'll say it's hard to have a clear opinion on something like this because it technically is illegal. Because you really got to think about this, not the legal question, but is it helping the product? So this is kind of just expanding the conversation a little bit more, because when you pirate an anime or pirate a manga, which I think the manga conversation is a little bit more interesting, the people who create this stuff is not making money from it. So when they're not making money from it, that means it's going to potentially worsen your product. So that's always a very important part of the conversation when it comes down to it. It's like, yeah, you're saving money. And I do think a lot of the criticism can be not pointed at the people who create it, but mostly like certain like studios and stuff like that. But the reason why the manga one's a lot more interesting is because they're a little bit more direct to like their product being put out there and trying to make money off of it. And we know a lot of them get axed from Shonen Jump. We have these conversations all the time. So at the end of the day, considering, yeah, you may be able to watch it or read it for free, is it worth it if this person that's creating the product is not getting money from the product just because you can experience it for free?
Yeah, Riddell kind of hit the same direction I was kind of going in. As a person that like uses like the free anime websites, like as a consumer, it kind of hurts being able to watch whatever same day without having to pay for, a Crunchyroll or things like that. But now it gives people the choice instead of seeing it as like, how am I going to watch anime? You now have the ability to go out and just read. People don't want to hear that. Go buy these manga, support these creators. At least you can directly help them instead of just giving your money to a streaming service where the mangaka has already got their like one-time royalty or whatever. They're not seeing any more bread from that being watched. I'm with Riddell. Go support them directly. So.
All right. Ty, you got any thoughts on the matter?
No, man.
I will say an interesting thing that people could probably expand on is the idea of potentially like, and this is something I've thought about in other avenues, but I would find it very interesting if people are able to kind of put their money together, maybe some type of hedge fund to create a service for fans that's a little bit more ensuring that the thing is getting funded, but the funding is not to like some random website that has no affiliation, but something that is a little bit more direct to it. Because the biggest problem that we're having, because I agree with Miles, is we're putting all the onus and ownership to these random streaming services or studios who can control the market. And we see them buying up different things, like what happened with Funimation, what happened to, what was that other anime site? High Dive? Is that still alive? Or is it kind of
No.
Is it still alive or no? I heard two different.
High Dive is still going.
Oh, it's still going? But High Dive is definitely
official.
Hmm?
Isn't High Dive like an official like?
High Dive.
Service?
No, it is. I just don't know if it still exists because nobody really talks about it. Anyway, my point is,
but you're right, Riddell. It was Funimation what you were talking about.
I know Funimation definitely got cut. The point is, we don't want these studios like and streaming services monopolizing this content, rising up the price, and are we really seeing like better products from it? I mean, we see something like The Beginning of the End get put out despite being a highly coveted manga. We see like One Punch Man, highly coveted manga, and the product is not that good. So there's a kind of weird inconsistency there that I do think needs to be addressed. But ultimately, people need to realize you getting something for free means that someone's also not getting paid. That's the biggest point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crunchyroll is, I think, probably one of the main beneficiaries behind this. They upped their prices like a few weeks before like the top like 5 sites got taken down. Coincidence or whatever. But H Anime, I believe it had like 3 times the amount of viewership as Crunchyroll, and it was like the top pirating site. So companies are seeing like, oh, they have like this big consumer base we're not profiting from, and we're seeing the result of that. I don't think that it's gonna get better anytime soon, especially with this economic climate and everything like that. I think it's just gonna get worse for a little bit. But I think good competition is a good thing because Netflix is now doing better than Crunchyroll, so maybe Crunchyroll finally step it up. It might just be me. Crunchyroll subtitles still don't work for me half the damn time. Like they don't put any. I don't think they put like any actual money into like the actual product. So yeah, I just think it's gonna get worse before it gets better. But no, it sucks that these pirate sites are going down. And if you have some on the low, please send them to me because I'm running out.
I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we still got our plug, you know. We ain't worried.
What? Well, Lonnie mentioned something, which you know what? Perfect segue. WLU. A report came out. Netflix has officially surpassed Crunchyroll as the number one streaming anime platform. It is ranked first in 7 out of the 9 major global markets. Let me grab the actual article here. Where's my picture? Where's my photo? Where's my photo?
Yo, the Timberwolves are getting built right now. Sorry.
Yeah, they are. So Netflix ranked as the number one platform in seven out of the 9 countries studied in this report that came out, including the US, while YouTube placed in the top 3 in 8 of them and took the top position in Japan. Amazon Prime Video also appeared in the top 3 in 6 out of the 9 countries. And by comparison, Crunchyroll only reached the top 3 in Brazil. I remember when Netflix first got One Piece. I think I said here on Black Sensei Society, I'm taking my victory lap, that Netflix would surpass Crunchyroll. Fellas, how do we feel about this? Is this a changing of the guard officially?
I need to see the way they calculate their data points to really make a conclusive opinion about it, because how are they really gathering the information? Is it based off overall viewership? How can you really guarantee that they're only focusing on anime at the end of the day? And I mean, Netflix, I don't think it'll ever be like, oh, it's definitively a better product when it comes down to anime. It's just a better product because it has so much stuff. Crunchyroll can't compete with Netflix. Let's be very clear about that. Netflix has sports, it has a bunch of different TV shows, it has movies, and it has anime. Crunchyroll has no chance to compete with Netflix. So I would be curious to see how they were gathering their data. Because if it's overall viewership versus Crunchyroll, obviously Netflix is going to win. Or is it survey poll, like how they feel about Netflix versus Crunchyroll? Or is there some other analytic? I don't know.
Kind
I
of
think
similar.
I think they took into account. Oh, I'm sorry. They took
think-
into account for the Netflix. Am I lagging?
Yes,
No, we hear you.
he's lagging. He
Yes,
responded to that 15 seconds after I said it.
Miles,
Oh, word.
go ahead, Miles. Go ahead.
Damn, I forgot what I was going to say. No, YouTube and Netflix, they unfortunately, similar to what Riddell's saying, they benefit from being the most accessible apps out there. And I think that's more of a reason why we see them excelling in anime, just because of the bleed over. The people that could be there, from maybe watching the One Piece Avatar, which they relate to from TV, or maybe even the live action One Piece, kind of forces a trickle down into anime. The people who may be into other things like what's that shit called? Lonnie, I know you've seen it. American Horror Story, things like that. There are horror anime on Netflix. I think from all of those accessible genres we kind of have, there's a trickle down that kind of leads to anime, and it being an overall larger app is going to naturally make it have a larger viewership than Crunchyroll, which is still like an anime manga only person kind of niche thing. Same goes for YouTube. YouTube's arguably the most accessible video viewing app on the planet Earth. Like, there's nothing more accessible than it. You can find anything. They have membership tiers as well. I don't really think these numbers speak to anything that I would say is indicative of it actually ruling over anime, more than it just being an already pre-existing big thing.
So Netflix actually just announced that they're approaching anime differently. They used to work particularly with certain companies, like the company that makes Don JoJo's, like they were work parallel with them for like licensing stuff. But now apparently they're throwing away that strategy, and they're going to be working on a one-on-one basis with fine-tuning promotional methods and for particular countries. So they're going to be targeting certain countries and producing anime or having anime for those certain countries depending on what we like from now on. So I guess
which I guess is fair because they already do that with their own like content, because based on what country you're in, you'll get different content. Like in the UK, you'll get like the UK office, for example. So
now
that makes a lot of sense.
Producing animes based off of what the consumer responds to the most. So we'll see how it plays out. But no, I think Netflix, it's hard to compete. It's impossible to compete with Netflix for Crunchyroll. Also, Crunchyroll, I think, has never really had a good reputation to begin with. Like it's all, I think, didn't Crunchyroll start off as a pirated site? So, yeah, I think Crunchyroll's has that major lawsuit right now for their data breach, and like they were sharing all our passwords and informations with like a big Indian corporation or whatever. And there's a big class action suit coming. So Crunchyroll has a lot of shit to deal with, on top of now dealing with some Sony issues. So they have more of an uphill battle than Netflix, and yeah, Netflix is just too big right now.
It is random muted.
I also think Netflix has been pretty smart about how they've approached it. Like, if you remember early, they just got all out of the big ones. Like, that's where I first saw Toradora for the first time was on Netflix. But then after that, sure, they took some swings. Like, I'll talk about Yasuke till the end of time. But then, like, even just looking at last year with Devil May Cry and Moonrise, which was something that they went to go get, and they've made that really work out. Now, if we're just looking from a straight anime perspective, I think they're also smarter than the other competitors, so to speak, with Amazon Prime and all that, because Amazon Prime literally made a Lord of the Rings anime, and it was bad. I didn't see it, but I think, Lonnie, you might have seen it, or somebody in here saw it and they thought it wasn't
Warner
good.
Brothers, Amazon didn't make it.
But you understand what I mean. But sure, I just think in terms of the animes that they've attracted, they've also been pretty smart. Obviously, getting One Piece itself, the whole property to basically be exclusive on Netflix, is huge. But they've also been very smart about how they've gone about it. Lonnie touched on it. There's multiple just problems with Crunchyroll as a whole. If you look at the ReZero fandom, they can't stand Crunchyroll. Whether or not it's how Crunchyroll chooses to promote season 4, or how they can't still get subtitles right. And it's, I think, because we know that they went to AI to get their subtitles done, and it just hasn't worked. So if Crunchyroll really wants to be in this big boy conversations, and obviously we know that they're not working with a full deck because they only work on anime and some live action dramas, you got to get this stuff right. That stuff just doesn't happen with Netflix in terms of something, for lack of a better term, as simple as getting your subtitles right. If somebody wants to watch it in sub, like, you got to be able to knock all this stuff out if you want to enter and become a true player, because I don't think Crunchyroll, like a lot of people, just be like they're just fine making anime. I think maybe at one point they want to do something else, maybe add some more things, but they're just not. They can't do this, especially when you're walking up. And now it's too. I think it might be too late because Netflix has shown that they're a clear power in this space. Whether or not they've shown that they can pick the right anime. They've just shown a lot of things that Crunchyroll should have shown and should have been able to hold on to that title, and they didn't. And Netflix took it from them. And that's not just Netflix now. Like you said, Amazon Prime. There's just you can't when you're the small guy on a basketball court, you got to be extra careful. And Crunchyroll has not been.
Excuse me. But yeah, so I remember we had previous discussions, and this came mostly from random about these studios or these IPs releasing full episodes on YouTube. And YouTube right now is currently number 1 in China for streaming anime. Like Crunchyroll is still in the top 10, of course, but they're so the way that they got the data was through surveys, and also they took into the viewerships just on the anime genre, through Netflix, through YouTube, through Amazon Prime. So not the app as a whole. I mean, because I agree with what Riddell was saying, that they cannot compete with an app like Netflix. But it's these numbers are coming from just the anime genre of the application itself. So it's actually, to me, I think it's a big deal. I like parity, I like competition in the market because it forces people to be innovative. So we'll see what Crunchyroll does. Now, if you are Crunchyroll, what do you do? Because you can't just only rely on hiking up prices or whatnot to this, because now you got major players in the space that you dominated in. So what do you guys think they could do?
Before anyone answers that, shout out our nigga Keith, Anime Spurs fan 90. Remember, for 22 months. Damn, we've been doing this for a long time. We live in the building, baby. Yu Yu Hakusho top 5.
So the agendas, man.
It's not.
Crunchyroll, what can they do? I mean, they'll never be able to compete for the reasons we said before. However, Crunchyroll, if you steal my idea, then I deserve royalties. This is what you got to do. There's one market that you can guarantee that you can tap into that a lot of fans would very much enjoy. And honestly, you kind of failed with one of the series that you didn't kind of try to grab it as soon as possible. And that is reboots. Rebooting, remaking series. The fact that they let Bleach go is insane. I'm not going to lie. But there is a huge fan base based off like older anime that were done terribly or had anime original endings or had rushed weird endings like Promise Neverland that people want. Reboot these series. If Crunchyroll can somehow get some type of exclusivity with these series that are already made and reboot them, like a Hitman Reborn, like a Soul Eater, like a Promise Neverland, like a Tokyo Ghoul, then I do think that can make them stand out. Now, how would they do it? No idea. But that's the only thing I can see in terms of what that's going to be like interesting for you, because for the most part, Netflix and Amazon, Netflix mostly, they're all on top of it. Whatever's the next big thing, they're going to throw a bag at that. And you don't have as much money as some of these other series. So I doubt you will ever get exclusive rights to like Kagurabachi. I don't think that's happening. So reboots. That's the answer.
Well, it should be noted that
And
Sony is the overall owner of Crunchyroll. So you'd like to believe that Sony is being able to ship them some money to be able to try to compete.
Having faith in Sony is crazy.
well, I mean,
I want my royalties.
Yeah, that's kind of
No, I got you, but I'm just
also
saying.
you when you said about keeping properties and whatnot, we just saw 8-6 got completely just it's no longer on Crunchyroll.
Nah. Are you
8-6 is gone.
serious?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to buy the light novels or something because I gotta finish that story. That's magnificent. Oh,
86. I don't know what 86 is.
It's a mech anime.
I might low-key might be my favorite.
It was great.
It's a mech. Oh, so I think what do you mean it's gone? Well, I don't. What do you mean by that?
They didn't renew the license.
They lost the licensing.
Oh,
It's not on the
already
platform
had it.
anymore. You can't watch it on Crunchyroll. It's just gone.
It was weird. It was treated weirdly by Crunchyroll because remember they dropped like the first 2 episodes and they were gone for like a year. Like what happened with Fate, and then they dropped it. And then they dropped the rest. Oh, it's a great story.
People love 86. Like people love 86.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah.
we ever see announcements
I mean,
like
we have a major 86 fan right there in Miles. So yeah.
But we've also seen. I guess maybe this is a question for you guys. Do you think Crunchyroll is too, for lack of a better term, Japan centric? Because we've also seen them make some baffling decisions that appeal to the Japanese audience, but not the rest of the world as a whole in terms of some things that they decided to promote.
Like what? You talking about the Isekai?
And not just Isekai, but I think it was like a few years ago when all of a sudden, remember when high school. Oh my God, what's the one where they're in high school but it's a giant tournament? It's a manhwa. Got a high school when they went on the wave. Yeah, when they went on the wave where they dropped like Noblesse Oblige. I can't remember the one.
Those are webtoons.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like they've tried some things where they've tried to branch out and okay, we'll go get some webtoons, right? But then when you get a chance to really expand into a new market, you don't do it right.
Yes.
So like God of High School should be printing fucking money for them. Should be.
God of High School, Tower of... Hey,
Everything.
Random, that's a great idea. Crunchyroll, if you don't dominate this webtoon space now, Netflix is going to kill you.
Because now they're obviously, I think they learn from their mistakes. That's why when they do take on more manhwa now or more webtoons, they have done better. Like Solo Leveling is a clear example of that, where they've maximized it to the point, that it is a good that has captivated people. But they have had multiple chances to either branch out or try something new, or even something like you have, Lonnie, your favorite isekai. You have
beginning after the end.
You have the beginning after the end. Well, you know how big this is. How could you let it be released in this state? Like to the point where I'm like, I'm sorry. If I'm ACAT, I'm sorry. I'm walking up on Crunchyroll. Y'all don't deserve this anymore. We gave you guys a chance. That's tough. Here's the money. I'll go give it to A1. I'll go give it to somebody else who we know will treat one of the best stories out. One of the best stories out with more competence than what I'm seeing here. And I guess I understand that that's not Crunchyroll thing because they're not making those things themselves. They're just licensing the anime out. But you got to be able to put your foot down and be like, look, man, the beginning after the end should print books. Should print books of money. And how can we let this happen? And maybe that's deserving of more of a bigger conversation with who Crunchyroll is talking to, or maybe trying to influence authors or whoever owns the damn thing to be like, look, man, you can't go to the studio. You got to go somewhere else.
I mean, unfortunately,
your thing right.
It's pretty money. It's still very high in viewership. Niggas are still a lot of niggas are still watching it, so it's still making them plenty of money. But I agree with mostly everything you're saying. Crunchyroll has dropped the ball on a lot of stuff. They have a lot of projects coming out soon that we're all high on, like The Boxer. The Boxer should be a phenomenal fighting anime. It should be phenomenal. I feel like it's kind of hard to mess up The Boxer. They might find a way to do it. Omniscient Reader is probably like a top 2 isekai period. They're probably gonna they might mess that up too. I think it's pretty easy to mess up Omniscient Reader. because the movie was. We're not talking about the movie.
I didn't even know there was a movie.
Yeah, Korea, South Korea made a movie. Anyway, don't do it to yourself.
I don't.
Go ahead.
Ultimately, I think it just comes down to not everybody can be kind of number one. Kind of on the side with random. I just think they need to just dive into their niche more, and most importantly, just apply some quality of life changes to like their app. Like really put some love and care to it. Like show the people that you know are actually supporting it. Because I like Lonnie, I think said earlier, I don't think that thing has ever updated, like ever. It's buggy, but even in all that, they have things like they get episodes faster than anybody else. Like their simulcast speed is like crazy. An episode finishes airing, it's usually right there. Their subtitles and everything are pretty on the money. You're not missing anything. I just think they just need to refine what they already got going on, accept the kind of space they're in. I think they'll be just fine. They'll always have that kind of, like we were saying earlier, kind of cult following behind them. They'll always be like a profitable business.
Mm-hmm.
When I was watching Witch Hat today,
Yeah.
the freaking subtitles weren't working.
Oh,
They've
They were
embraced AI
accurate.
fully.
When they work, they accurate though.
Mhm. They fully embraced AI to make their subtitles now, and it's just not working. From what I've
and
been
why
seeing.
are you watching Witch Hat in subbed? What's
The
wrong
dub
with
is
you?
Dub.
That
But I
dub
still
is fire, man.
watch it in dub, but I still like the letters on the screen. I'm someone that I don't care what I'm watching. I still like the letters on the screen. I still like.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Lonnie.
when I'm watching.
Low key, I like subtitles now. Like even if it's in English. Like,
Yeah.
for some reason.
I still
because
like
sometimes you don't want. Sometimes they say something like, "What did you say?" Amazon doesn't got good subtitles.
my Alexa was.
It doesn't.
It's so
No, trash.
Especially if I'm working, Santo. Like I'm working, but like I'll hear, but sometimes I'll look up real quick and like read what they're saying, and then go back to what I'm doing. So
As long as you're watching peak Witch Hat, I'm good. I'm so good. Better than Free Rent.
and I'm officially on the
yeah.
train. I'm
Let's-
sorry. As much as I love free run, I'm officially on the train. It's better than free run. I'm sorry.
Hey man.
Ty, I think we got half the Discord converted. Ty, we just pushing the gospel.
It's not hate. It's just
On the other side's defense,
It's
though,
not-
Hey,
bro.
you guys went and
Witch
attacked
Hat.
Free Run out of nowhere. I didn't.
author
Who-
Witch
who
Hat
attacking
is
free
apparently
run?
a big fan of free run, and like
You know something?
attacking Free Run.
Sometimes,
something, man?
sometimes the truth hurts, man.
You know something, man? A lot of people want to be
To be
considered the
fair,
greatest.
you are attacking
Yeah.
the number one rated anime on my anime
You know,
list.
but you know what it is? Here's my beef though, right? Niggas want to be at the top dog, but don't want the responsibility to come along being the top dog, right?
Yeah, so like
All right,
Okay.
yeah.
attacking the top dog, I respect.
Ah,
that.
do you know
Attacking
what's
the top dog.
weird about attacking the top dog is that a lot of free run fans have actually been like harassing the Witch Hat author and like Witch Hat fans. Like the free run, like I said, the free run fans are the new My Hero fans. The free run fans on Twitter, on Discord, on
I ain't
Reddit.
lie, they see the writing on the wall.
attacking Witch Hat fans.
They see the writing on the wall. They know what time
They're
it
calling
is.
it like they're also
Writing
calling it
on
like
the
an interesting
wall.
play.
Yeah, they see the writing. It's like, oh shoot, like they
Playing-
panicking.
They've been going crazy.
I'll
the
catch
last
up to
few
Witch
weeks
Hat.
about Witch Hat. It's crazy.
In the next few days, I'll catch her to Witch Hat. It's cool for the first two episodes. I say it's cool.
I enjoy the show.
Oh, you only 2 episodes in?
Yeah,
If you compare the first 2 episodes of that, the free run.
and y'all were saying it was better than Free Run after the first episode. To be fair, so
No,
I wasn't saying that then.
I
but
always
we're
wait.
at
I
that
always say. I'll make this very clear. I literally said the first 6 episodes of this is better than the first episode of Free Run. I keep saying that. I keep saying that. I
okay,
said
so
it's
is
better.
it better than Free Run or just a better first 6 episodes?
Nigga,
what
did
I've
you hear
seen
what I just
so
said? I
far-
just said the first
No,
episode of
because,
Free
like,
Run is better.
When I hear it's better than Free Run, I like that.
Going off what Ty's saying, the
Sound like
first
it's
6
better than the
episodes are better than the first 6 episodes of Free Run.
I
right,
I
let me
literally
ask
just said
I
that.
co-sign that statement.
Are we talking about the first 6 episodes, or we're talking about the entire series?
I haven't seen the entire series, but
No,
what
I'm
I've seen
asking
so far
Santo.
is better.
It's Santo, this guy up here.
Oh, go ahead. Santo.
So for me, since I'm the originator of this whole movement, you're welcome. I literally
Oh,
said
that-
after the first episode, I said I'm not gonna hold you, but this show is going to be better than Free Rent. I got cooked. Episode 2 came out. people started coming on the train, started believing. Episode 3 came out. Oh, we here. We are here.
He didn't get cooked by me.
It's better than free rent.
What was the episode with the dragon? Was that episode 4?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's when I was just like, all right,
Yeah.
this shit is different.
I mean, bro, that's what I'm saying. Compare first episode to first episode. It's I think it's clear. Like the conflict is
I'll catch up.
Episode 4
I'll
was
give
so
a
much better.
objective analysis after I catch up. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Don't you?
And now they're hinting about Agat's backstory.
the characters have the characters are way better.
Name?
They're way better.
It's so good,
They're
dude.
way better, bro.
Um,
Characters are literally way better. I'm sorry.
I
Man.
can't respond to that. I only watched 2 episodes.
and I did.
Hey man, you could first episode Coco is taking better than first episode.
That's just not true. But
Without
So why not?
I did do a little research on like some of the brim hats. I'm low key fucking with the brim hats. Low key. I'm not.
Hey,
I'm low key
hey.
fucking with brim hats.
Lonnie, I haven't even seen any of them yet, other than the one that kind of put Coco out on this mission underhandedly. Yeah, I'm sold on them. I want to be with them. I want to be with them.
Who the niggas in free run? Is the
Yeah.
Without like brim hats are just people that
not cooking, bro.
they're not all. So like the brim
I
hats
don't
are
know.
people that just do forbidden magic.
Man,
But there's also like forbidden magic that's not bad. So it's like
give me Keyfree over Himmel, bro.
You can't write like you can't write on your body
For sure.
But
Give me Keyfree over Himmel.
healing magic requires you writing on the body. So like some doctors are technically
I got
considered
Himmel.
like, so
We don't care about Joe.
yeah, so like not all brim hats are bad people. So like okay, I'm fucking with a lot of the brim hats actually.
I will
Oh,
say,
okay.
Santo, I'm not really on the Argot train yet. The way her backstory was going was giving me very much Noelle vibes, or Noelle family vibes rather. So
Okay.
I was like, I gotta see more of it. Instead of like, her brother or whatever, it's her mom in this instance. And then the Knights Morales, I guess they appeared in the most recent episode. I am not moved. I'm not moved. They're overreacting to a child. It's gonna obviously be resolved by Keyfree. But the thing I did find interesting was that they kind of hinted at however you kind of enter into the world of wizardry kind of determines how strong your magic may be. That was like a one-off statement they made, and we saw her kind of creating that sand everywhere. So interested to see Coco lock in. I'm hoping. I feel like the Brim show her love. When we got after the dragon episode, that brief little exchange of the, I guess, final antagonist or whatever speaking, they wanted to win. No, it's probably for their cause, but I
Yes.
love the love they were showing her. Whereas Keyfree supports her, don't get me wrong, but there's like this apprehensive aspect of it. I wanted to go where she's loved, man. Go put that Brim on.
That Brim.
Shout out.
Brim right now.
I will always praise the power system though. I do think it's interesting and unique.
Man, the characters are better. All right, bro. We will have this conversation one day, bro. This characters are better, dog. That's okay.
I don't know about that.
That's
but
perfectly okay.
Also, Witch Hat's probably gonna finish. I can't say the same
that's
about
your own
Brim.
opinion. You said what?
I said Witch Hat is gonna finish. We can't say the same about Free Ren. When's the last time a chapter came out? What? It's been October. It's been almost a year.
Manga.
We've gotten a chapter in almost a year.
I have no idea. Well, we'll see. Can't wait to see what it finishes. I have no bad thing to say about Witch Hat, so I'm just chilling right here. But it is not my favorite anime of the season. My favorite anime of the season is Damon's. I am so much more invested into like the dynamic between Asa and Yuru. I think I'm already like really like their sibling dynamic. It's one of my favorite sibling dynamics I've seen in anime already. That is pretty cool. Nippon and Goku, yo, that shit is cooking crazy.
Someone said Goku?
Nippon and Goku. It's an Amazon anime. The production quality in that anime is actually super high tier. It's probably the best production so far. It's that or Witch Hat. They're like up there in terms of their production quality. Nippon, it's an anime where they're really diving into like the best parts of Kingdom in terms of like political strategy. military strategy, trying to deal and handle all the different like actors who has their own agenda or purpose, and it's very interesting. And Shadow Historia, bro. Will's him. Will's him.
Is Will better than Asta?
I like Will
Yeah.
more than Asta. Me
Will is
personally.
awesome. This is one of the biggest things that I'm gonna give Wistoria credit. And honestly, I think this is a big litmus test of how good a series can be. If it can set up an amazing prologue like Vinland Saga did, where the whole season 1 prologue, and it's like, all right, this is Thorfinn's story moving forward, and then Vinland Saga is one of the greatest manga of all time. Wistoria doing that shit with Will, with all that stuff with the high school, like the stuff below the tower, and I was like, oh, this is cool. It's like, nah, this is not the story, bro. This is the prologue. Now we're about to lock into Will's real story. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm here. What you got? Let me see. Shout out with Story, man. They're cooking over there.
Hell, niggas about to start scrapping. Niggas about to start scrapping. I'm not talking about later on. I'm talking like the next episode. Shit's about to go down. I can't wait.
Shout out, man. My boy Sion has been locked in, bro. And Wistoria has a lot of good mysteries. I'm interested about Rosti, the witch, the thing coming down, Finn, bro. They have so many good mysteries, and I'm not. It's crazy how much stuff is still encapsulating me, because the whole thing about Will getting to Alfie, like I actually just don't give a fuck about that. But I do think they have a really good dynamic, Alfie and Will. I think they're a cool dynamic with each other.
We can't get you to love one time, Riddell. We can't get you to love.
It's cool though. Like when she brought down that sword to Will, that was fire, bro. That was fire.
She just don't like he just don't like love for real.
Wait, Riddell,
Oh,
you
yeah.
haven't noticed that she's low key been there the whole time though?
She can't do nothing really to help him.
No, she's been there the whole time. You guys haven't noticed that?
No, I know. I'm caught up on the manga. I know she's been there.
I'm saying, has Riddell noticed?
That she's been there the entire time?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things you're referring to, so if I can't pinpoint the exact thing you're referring to, then I'm gonna say no.
Never mind. You'll find out eventually.
There's so many mysteries with the cap thing, Rosti, fucking. As long as it's not related to Colette, because Colette sucks. But
when you eventually like see more of her personality, see if anyone else acts like that, and then we'll talk.
I want to take a step back because Riddell kind of jumped through a couple of things. Nippon Son Goku's fucking amazing. I know Riddell's sticking with Damon's. I hopped off the Damon's train. I'm on the Son Goku train. I was telling Riddell kind of behind the scenes, I really fuck with Mizumi and Azuma. It kind of reminds me of I said Canute and Thorfinn. Just in their ideologies and how they kind of want to level up through their like political landscape, where one is like focusing on martial strength, and Mizumi is like ultimate strategist. He'll bend the knee, he'll look stupid. He does not care. He's just laser focused on like his goal. And yeah, I also think it gives me the vibe of a series that's gonna have a lot of longevity. There seems to be a lot of characters that are gonna have like important parts going forward. And since they all seem like gut strategists rather, I don't see them kind of exiting the story like too quickly. There's gonna be a lot of chess playing involved. Animation, banger. It might be the best art direction this season, I'm not gonna lie. They know when to use a lot of color. They know when to make it black and white to kind of bring like emotions home. I'm not gonna spoil anybody who may want to get into it, but the scene that motivates him to kind of go forward when everything's black and white and you just see that red, it really, they do a good job of emphasizing emotion. I really, really fuck with it for sure.
No, I think it's amazing. The two main characters.
I'm lagging. Go ahead.
You could
Who's like, yeah.
No, I was saying the two rivals in Senpon I think are amazing. It's like I want to say it's Apothecary Diaries for niggas, if that makes sense. I don't know. I love the story.
I was thinking Kingdom personally. With
but
the
much fighting, if that makes sense. Like that's why I was going more Apothecary Diaries because it's more about like.
No, I'm talking about the two main characters with like Shin and the King. Is like, yeah.
I was talking about the story itself, like Apothecary Diaries for niggas. No, but like as you said, Miles, the art is amazing. I think I said like the first week it came, like it kind of reminded me like how it was weird, like Witch Hat and Senpon came out around the same time because they have somewhat similar art styles. But the main character himself, like I really want to see like where his end goal is, like where he ends up, how much he develops as a leader and everything else, because he can go a lot of different directions. I could see him having a crash out era too. I could see a lot of different things going on. But no, I'm really enjoying Senpon.
And Lonnie, Tyra is such a good kind of a villain too. He kind of comes off as like a bot and like a troll almost. Like he popped up, he's like this old ass nigga. I'm like, what the fuck? But you get to see how calculated and like how devoted to his own cause he is. I'm so excited to see when him and Mizumi kind of interact again, because he low-key kind of knew he would be one of those ones to kind of emerge in the future. So
my thing is like when he sees him, is he gonna try to eliminate him? Because he's gonna see him as like, yo, this.
It's hard, bro.
Dude.
Tyra is super unpredictable. He's on the trajectory to be one of the really all-time villains, because in a situation where you have an opposing force about to invade your land, he created a different plan on the spot. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna screw over you. Go over there so I could take control and become in charge of the entire military. Basically, you know how we were talking about Game of Thrones and Cersei, and she was trying to do that shit? Tyra did that shit in real time in a matter of a second. He was like, okay, bet. Let's do this. Yo, he's locked in. Shout out, man. Nippon is good, bro. Nippon's really good. I don't think it's going to get Anime of the Year nods because unfortunately, I don't know. Will it be on? Is it like a No, I mean, it is in Japan. I just unsure because it's an Amazon product if it's going to get the Crunchyroll stuff.
I'm not even sure, like popularity wise, if it will win, but it's really
good.
I
mean,
it can still at least get nominated because the Gundam series on Prime got nominated.
Okay. It should at least get nominated for like production.
Yeah.
The art direction. Yeah.
Like, come on. Shut on Nippon, bro. And now I'm thinking, Lonnie, the freaking Wistoria thing. The only person I could think of is Rosti. That's the only person I think of. That makes sense for what you're saying. Better not be Colette. Honestly, maybe it should be Colette because Colette kind of sucks.
I'm not gonna spoil for anyone that's watching, but it seems like someone has like a little bit mini related. We'll talk after the pod, Riddell. We'll talk after the pod.
Rotzi. That's the only one that makes sense.
To be continued. But I think this is the perfect time to transition over to the main topic. As you guys can see on the title of the video, it is ranking the best and the worst fights in anime history. And I'm going to pass it over to the man himself. Riddell, take it away, brother.
All right. So we have a very unique idea for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, that we can be using for podcast episodes moving forward after we get done with some of these other talks. We've talked and rated so many different anime. We see people do top 10 list rankings and stuff like that all the time. So we did a unique spin on it, and we're going to be doing something. I don't know what to officially name it, but we're going to do our own BSS rankings where we're going to have 10 spots. 1 out of 10 to 10 out of 10. We're going to create a list of 10 anime fights, and we're going to be talking about the worst 1 out of 10 fights or the best fights that are 10 out of 10. And we're going to talk and decide which one makes the official list. This will be a benchmark. Anytime someone goes like, what's a 5 out of 10 anime fight? They're going to think of this. So we're going to go over it. We're going to have a discussion. We're going to have a good conversation about it. It can go beyond anime. we are a diverse podcast, so we can bring in TV, movie, comic books, manga, of course. We can bring it all in. And I will say, as we go over it, I'm probably just going to allow someone to kind of start it off and then we'll see the conversation. But you can pick any spot. We don't have to go in order. If you want to, this is my 5 out of 10 fight. You could just go right into 5 out of 10. It doesn't have to start from 1. So pretty simple, not complicated. Any questions? All right. Oh, there we go. Let us get right into it. Here's the list. And does someone want to start off?
I'll go.
I'll start off.
Before we go, I got a question. I got a quick question.
Mhm.
So is 1 the best fight, or is it 10 the best fight? Like a 10 out of 10 or a 1 out of 10? Is that what we're doing?
I did like 1 out of 10 and then 2 out of 10 and so on. That's what I did.
So yeah, 1 is the worst. So 1 out of 10.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go first. If anybody's ever seen the Raid series, those fighting ones with Tony Jaa, the kitchen fight in Raid 2 is one of the best fights I've ever seen. I don't care, like any medium, whatever. And for those of you that know, basically the bad guy in that fight is one of the guys that jumps John Wick in John Wick 3. And when you're talking about just the intensity, like the choreography, it's a very, very good fight. And I would put that up with damn near anything. Anything out. It's really good.
Yeah, I thought this was just an anime.
I switched it up, and technically I did both, but after
It can be any medium.
Okay, because the no said anime, so that would change a lot
in
of
the
things.
group chat, I said any medium.
I know.
So-
I'm going off of what Santo put in, like the schedule, what's the name?
What did you say, Random? Say that again.
the kitchen fight from the Raid 2.
Which number would you put it? Like, how would you
I
rate
think
it?
it's a 10 out of 10 fight. It's one of the best fights I've ever seen. No matter the medium.
Is it better than Gyutaro Tengen?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't seen this fight, so I can't really judge it.
There's like a 6-minute clip of it on YouTube, but you're gonna need the context leading up to it too. Like the Raid 2 is basically more like a gauntlet where you're watching bro trying to everywhere he goes, he's just squabbling with somebody.
Oh, this okay. I know what this is. I'm not gonna play it, but I'm gonna show people what I'm looking at. So this one, has anybody else seen this?
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, it's what inspired that YouTube show.
Okay. All right. So that's random selection. The Raid. Does anybody agree, disagree? So we're gonna be discussing it and see what we should put in the placement. I put Naruto versus Sasuke for my 10 out of 10 fight. Final fight.
wait, so we're gonna have to pick one.
Yeah, we'll pick one for our overall list.
Oh, so like we all say our 10?
Yeah, and then we'll discuss which one should make it.
I did Sir Duncan the Tall versus Aerion Targaryen.
I wish I knew this was more the anime because I put Goku versus Frieza.
Really? I put Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki.
I did Saber versus Medusa and Shiro.
Oh, in Heavensfield.
Heavensfield. So one of the things that I consider for the fight, obviously production quality and choreography. I think every single person here consider that, but I do care about the narrative. That's how I also think about anime fights. I do care about the story and the emotion that they are telling, which is why Naruto versus Sasuke and a Frieza versus Goku. You can question in terms of like, are they on the same level? But there's a lot of emotion behind that one. There's a lot of emotion behind Naruto and Sasuke. So I do include that for my criteria in general. So the question is, what should we choose?
For me, I
Joey just
I
added his
pick
3.
the reason I picked Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki, choreography, animation, stakes, climax of the story, and importance moving forward. I think it's the prettiest choreographed fight in anime, in my opinion.
So my biggest thing, and this is where we're allowed to talk, people. My biggest thing when it comes down to the Naruto versus Momoshiki one is, I guess the narrative they were telling, because it was all in like, I guess to be fair, manga and an anime, but it was first started in the movie. I'm guessing you're talking about the anime one, right? Or you're talking about the movie one?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Movie
version?
Yeah, he said movie.
Oh,
yeah.
I feel like the one in the anime series is better than the movie version.
I don't know
Okay.
which one is which.
The one in the movie is when Momoshiki turns red instead. The anime version. The anime version is when he has the manga drawn version, not the.
Oh yeah, the
what I
anime
mean?
one better than.
Yeah. Because it looked like a little demon for the movie version.
That shit was kind of trash.
That's like,
when that panel had first dropped, I was like, okay, you can tell this is what we needed for sure.
No, yeah, I didn't like that when he's red, bro.
Yeah,
you looking like Hellboy.
It was off, but then they fixed it because his new design was pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie, his other one. But like the choreography, I think you could argue that choreography is probably better, especially with like the taijutsu, since Naruto and Sasuke couldn't use their ninjutsu on Momoshiki. That was really good. But I would say Naruto and Sasuke's choreography and production is just as good. And then the storytelling and narrative is clearly better. With it, this is how you build up a final fight between two characters, two rivals, two main characters. This is like arguably the pinnacle of what that would look like, and they nailed it all the way to the end. It was the end in terms of emotion, with Naruto and Sasuke finally ending it, and how it looked. Shout out Boruto for having his moment, but night and day, man, night and day. So it's kind of my biggest thing for that fight. What are some of y'all thoughts for how we're gonna pick out this 10?
Man, I'm standing on Goku and Frieza. I think that's definitely the tournament's best fight. I don't really remember much of anime because I haven't rewatched it. I just read the manga over and over again. Some of his best paneling that he's ever done. You have the culmination of the Super Saiyan transformation, which for most of that up to that point, it was believed to be Gohan. It was believed to be Vegeta. It was actually Goku. The requirements of what the Super Saiyan was to be like Vegeta, but the irony is he got it because he was carrying the complete opposite of Vegeta. Him trying to defeat Frieza for the Namekians he killed, even for the Saiyans, even if he doesn't agree with what they did, and thinks they deserve to die, he still did it for them. Having Krillin get killed in front of him basically, he applied his entire toolkit of abilities against Frieza, like every single one, even things he learned in OG Dragon Ball, by like doing a Kamehameha, then be able to maintain his ki to keep it still. He did every technique he did, and Frieza just is a wall that he couldn't overcome with convention, like all his mastery as a martial artist. Him then realizing that Krillin and the other Namekians are alive, then he transitioned back to martial arts because after Krillin died, he was focused on killing Frieza. So then bring it back to martial arts. The ending, him sparing Frieza at the very end, even though he unknowingly sparing Frieza. Sounds fire, man.
I'm not
Anime.
gonna really fight to defend mine. I guess the ones that are kind of like seen by everyone would kind of make a better list. But just to kind of explain why I picked mine, I think Duncan the Tall versus Aerion Targaryen is the best fight in Game of Thrones. I don't really think it's like a conversation topic. I rewatched like Brienne and the Hound. I rewatched Ned and like the Son of the Morning. I kind of rewatched some of those fights, and that's the best one. They used a lot of interesting like perspective shots with the camera, the first person view out of his kind of like helmet, showing the horses move from kind of like the hind legs. We've never seen a Game of Thrones kind of action sequence look that clean and look that crisp. It was absolutely amazing. I think there were like so many different overlapping themes in the fight alone. Actual prowess versus brute strength. The rich versus the poor. The innocent versus a governmental being, or like the crown rather. And it was super emotional. I think they incorporated his backstory on when he was younger extremely well. I like how his mentor was kind of one of the things that made him kind of wake back up in that final moment. It brought him back that get up that he kind of remembers from being young and still training. And I just think it culminates in showing like what a real hero looks like. It's very rare we kind of see heroes in Game of Thrones. They usually end tragically, and kind of seeing one triumph, for once, and the loss that comes with it, and how it basically shakes up an entire nation. This one event, I think makes it a really defining moment. So I just wanted to explain why I picked that, and then I would probably lean towards the Naruto and Sasuke for where I'll like pledge my actual vote. Um, it was the culmination of an entire series, a series that I watched growing up, weekly on Toonami and stuff like that. And I think they delivered it, tenfold. They tried with the Momoshiki fight, but the Boruto stuff just didn't have enough weight. We didn't have that much time with, Boruto and his dad like that to really make it hit as much as the Naruto and Sasuke did. But they're both good. But I would lean towards Naruto versus Sasuke.
I mean, I knew for me. Go ahead, Riddell.
I just had any more thoughts. That's all.
No, I know for me. Obviously, my fight is it's one of those where like if you really like a fight or you like any kind of fighting genre, like Tony Jaa is one of the best out. He's a great choreographer. Put him right up there with Scott Adkins. I'm sure there's probably other people out there, but every time you see a Tony Jaa fight in a movie, it's great, and this is one of his best. Like if you really could go out your way to watch the movie, it's pure action. You're not there to actually see like a really good movie, but it's pure action. It's really amazing. I don't really get to see a lot of for lack of a better term, kickboxing, Santo, like that really incorporating something like that. And you can kind of see Tony Jaa's experience in that. And I think it really works out. It's a great one, but I knew I was going to get outvoted. I'm probably gonna go Naruto Sasuke if I was voting.
Sounds great, man. Now this fight was fantastic.
It's freaking amazing, bro.
It's amazing.
Let's speak. I went with the Saber versus Medusa fight because it's one of the best animated fights, if not the best animated fight. But if I had to go with someone else's vote, I probably would lean Naruto Sasuke. Just the culmination of one of the best anime stories ever. The fight itself was great. The themes, the emotion behind it. I think it's one of the more perfect fights. So yeah, I'd lean Naruto Sasuke.
And since I picked Naruto versus Sasuke, if I had to pick another one, all really great choices. Even though I don't really have the emotional feeling, I love the raid fight, the Kitchen 2 raid fight, 100%. So I might lead that one. One of the best choreographed fights I've seen on TV. But it seems like majority rules. Santo, you have anything to say? Santo's busy. Back?
Naruto Sasuke for the win, man.
Naruto Sasuke for the win. Sasuke anime. All right. Who wants to go next? You can
I
pick
got
any-
it.
Go ahead, Ty.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna do a low pick, so I wanted to do number 2 for one of the worst, and mine's is Baki versus Muhammad Ali Jr. I think that's one of the
Okay.
one of the most disrespectful fights I've ever seen in an anime. Not only in the quality of the animation, but they didn't need to disrespect my nigga Muhammad Ali like that or his legacy.
Back, bro.
To us, Miles. To
That
us.
shit, my nigga, that was the most disrespectful shit I had ever seen in my life, for sure. And they tried to kind of play it off like they were like paying homage and showing respect to Muhammad Ali. I did not rock with that bullshit at all. I
They made
did.
us follow bro the whole episode.
I only had one fight worse than it that I had on my list, but yeah, 2 out of 10. That shit was ass.
I put that
Disrespectful.
I put that as my worst fight.
That was a great pick.
Oh, you had that on your list?
Yeah, I put that as number 1 out of 10. Like, I'm over here watching bro's talking mad spicy, and then you see him fight a couple times, right? So you're like, okay, he got a little something. Sure, they got back to him, but okay, we about to see something, bro. 1 punch.
Is that the 1 out of 10?
No, that's
the 2 out of 10.
I do have a 1 out of 10 that I think is worse than that, but we'll get to that later. My 2 out of 10 was I get mad every time I think about this damn fight. Lee, Neji, and Tenten in the Rescue Gara shit fighting
their clones.
That shit was straight ass.
I got a worse fight in Naruto. Definitely Choji versus Dosu, the Sound Ninja.
No, it's not. No, it's not, Ty.
No. I
Neji,
think you missed what I'm saying. The
Tenten,
tuning
after
exams
the
one.
time
I thought the
skip.
tuning exams one.
Hold on. Ty.
Okay. Yeah, not that one. No.
when he
Dosu was a nigga that was like 5 seconds.
After the time skip,
Choji rolled that and he just rolled away.
they don't
No, the butterfly one was peak. That one was peak.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no.
That one was
Yeah, no, but Lee, Neji, and Tenten, we see them for the first time after the time skip. They're fighting their clones, not doing shit. Like that was like,
I mean,
the first time like Lee just lost like all his order. Like, oh, okay, he didn't progress at all. Neji, whatever. Tenten, still garbage.
He didn't progress. You didn't see his tuning jacket. Neji's a Jonin. What do you mean? He's fighting another Jonin right in front of him. What do you mean? What's the problem?
That fight was ass.
Nah, the fighting the clones was so bad, bro. It was such a waste of time, bro.
I was watching a filler episode in real time. I'm reading the pages. I'm like, this is filler. Why am I reading this shit?
I watched that first in the anime, and they kept repeating the same frames for each 3 of them. I was like,
that was so bad.
He just kept on wind hurricane,
and they were playing
God,
that intense. They were playing that intense Naruto Shippuden music, and I was like,
bro. That's interesting. I honestly struggle with 2 out of 10 because I think my 1 out of 10 is pretty bad. So my 2 out of 10, I decided, you know what? Arthur versus the Bandits in the beginning of the end. That's what I went. 2 out of 10. Shout out that animation, man. Shout out the animation, man. Shout out that animation.
Hey man. I guess I just thought of this now. If I gotta do an 8 out of 10 fight, I might go Puss in Boots versus Death.
Well, we got to finish the 2 out of 10 first, Ty.
Well, I thought we already picked it. No.
No. We haven't locked it in. We're discussing.
Oh,
it right
I thought we all agree with Miles.
I actually like Miles' pick. I would agree with you. But we have to hear everybody's pick just in case. Yeah.
Oh.
What's the pick?
Miles was Choji versus Dosu, but I like Miles' pick.
We're doing 2 out of 10. Miles picked Muhammad Ali Jr. versus Baki, and I thought that was an amazing pick.
And I did Neji, Tenten, and Rock Lee versus their clones.
I said Choji versus Dosu. That it was like a 5-second fight. So not that Sound Ninja. I thought the one where like the one in the tuning exams, but it was 5 seconds long. Do you remember that fight?
Yeah,
that fight was worse than the Tenten Tamari fight.
Yes.
In the anime, yes. In the manga, the Tenten Tamari fight is off screen. in the anime, it's better than that. It's better than that Choji fight. That bro, do y'all remember how fast that Choji fight was?
He literally said human boulder.
That wasn't
He
even
caught
a
him with
fight.
one hand and pushed him away.
It's a
over.
listen. That was that. Listen, hold on a second. Then Miles
wasn't
one
even-
wouldn't be a fight by that logic, but we consider it's a fight. You know, it was just ass.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
So two out of 10. I have Kirito and Heathcliff.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
I was thinking of Kirito and Heathcliff.
Miles. Yours sound like a
'Cause, I
1
mean,
out of 10 fight.
You
That
said what?
It's
You
it's
think so?
like a 1 out of 10 fight because disrespecting the GOAT, bro.
Ty.
I mean,
Muhammad
do
Ali
you
getting knocked
remember
out?
how?
One punch? Come on.
Yeah, that's like a 1 out of 10. No,
Come on. He
I
might
have
be
one worse.
cooking.
I have one worse than that, and we talked about it on the pod.
I'm saying you
I-
disrespect a legend. Like, come on, man. That might be a 1 out of 10. That might be a 1 out of 10.
Man,
Oh, this is,
I'm
yeah.
so, I'm
I'm
sticking
worth
with
one.
mine. I mean, you remember how we felt when SAO first came out. We were all about the world and everything. That Kirito Heathcliff fight was complete dog water
What, at the end?
at the
Yeah.
end. Trash.
I don't think it's not as bad as the Baki Muhammad fight though.
Didn't he glitch to win or something?
Mm-hmm.
He somehow that shit was ass.
It's so bad.
That nigga had
It's so bad.
God damn, that shit was so ass. I'm still sticking with my guns though. Muhammad Ali getting one shot at just because you had some sex is crazy, dog. That shit is Ty. That's the context of it. That shit's crazy, dog.
Hey, man. Every time I hear about Baki, I just
Yo,
Like,
Miles, what makes
Ty.
it worse is that didn't he low key still get the girl after?
It was like some consolation shit. But Ty, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Baki ass, bro. That shit is just
listen, man.
it's funny. you turn your brain off, you don't take it serious, you just relax. And you know what I'm saying? It's a good watch. It's not meant to be good. That shit ass.
Bro, I'm in
Do
a
you
weird
remember?
spot
Do you
because
remember
I
when?
like-
Do you remember when Baki was dying, like literally skin and bones dying, and the way that they brought him back to health was sugar water?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. So
Remember
where-
when Yujiro fought? He fought the Chinese guy, the Chinese master, and the only way to end the fight was bro faked his death because he couldn't win. Yujiro's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Random, did you say you're 2 out of 10 for yet?
Shit. It was a 10-10 fight in the fucking when she got whooped by
Tamari.
the girl that's with Shikamaru
Yeah,
now.
tomorrow.
Tamari. I'm like, all right, let's get this shit out the way. The reason I put Muhammad Ali at 1, it hurt the culture. He didn't even get the girl for real. Like, Lonnie, if you okay with some pity,
Low key, he
Miles,
got
if you
the
okay
girl.
with-
He got the girl low key for a little bit. He got to rent her out or something. Like he was crying in her arms after. I'm like, didn't you just lose? Why aren't you with your man? Why isn't she with her man right now? Why is she with
she
the
knows he's because you want to know why? Because she's like, after she's done petting you on the back, making you feel better, she come home with me. That's some Paul shit. Is what you're trying to talk about.
if I whoop someone's ass,
Wow.
Come on.
both for my car. 2 for 1.
Paul
I'm
ain't
gonna-
do nothing like Muhammad Ali did.
I'm gonna pick Kirito Heathcliff is a good one. But there's something about that Baki Muhammad Ali one that's just like so disrespectful that I'm gonna have to pick that
They
one.
hyped it up for like 2-3 episodes. Like, oh, look at him. He's at the peak of
Lonnie.
he's like the
They gassed that
he's
shit.
the
They said
greatest fighter I've ever seen in my life. Look at his body.
his fists are so fast he can throw it through glass without it breaking. I'm like, yo, they gassing this nigga.
Nigga got one tapped. He got one tapped.
Oh, I forgot. He got kicked in the nuts, and then bro was gonna choke about the Muhammad Ali. His dad was the only person who threw a punch in that fight, and that was to stop Baki from killing Muhammad Ali Jr. He's like, I'm honored that I got punched in the face by the champion. What? Ain't no fucking way. Couldn't be me.
All right, so do we agree with Baki versus Muhammad?
yeah.
That should be one low key. That hurt the whole culture that day.
I low key want to hear what everyone's number 1 is.
All
This
right,
I can
my
go.
number one.
go.
My number one fight: Assault versus Tamaki, or any Tamaki fight in Fire Force. It is
Yo, you're
useless.
fucking
It's
with that one.
literally let me show my boob, let me show my coochie, and I win the fight. Like that, it is trash. Everything she does is trash.
That's another one where they gave bro a training arc and he lost in like a minute or a
It's
second.
true.
or
No,
whatever.
his training
Didn't he
arc
have,
was
like, a
trash.
cool dude his name was like Killer or something like that, or Death. He had like some like
Ass-
kill shot or some
his-
shit. Assault.
Assault.
Oh, his
Like
name, yeah,
they were
Assault.
gassing him off. Like he's literally like he's the big bad that they call to like wipe everything out. He saw
Yeah, I'm not gonna
boobs,
lie.
he instantly lost.
When we do a worst character one, Tamaki's one. She's a terrible character in every sense of the word. Awful.
Don't blame her for her author's writing.
How? What? Yes, I believe it. Sure, she exists.
She literally could have been
She
gone
could
from the
have
story
moved.
and nothing changes.
It's her fault that she's a
She could have been gone from the story and nothing changes.
Yeah, honestly, we Thanos snap her out of the story. What the fuck? She useless. Just fan service.
So that's
Um,
my number one.
My number one, I went with expectation of the fight from the manga, anime adaptation down in the mud. So that's a simple formula. I went Meliodas versus Escanor. That is my 1 out of 10 fight, bro. For the people who read Seven Deadly Sins, you know how hype Escanor versus Meliodas, like what they gave us is one of the most disrespectful adaptations to a hype fight. Yeah, Santo, people complain about Arthur versus Dragon. Now imagine the beginning after the end level animation for the most hype fight in Seven Deadly Sins. That was so disrespectful, bro. I don't know how you fucked that up that much, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It was supposed to be peak. That shit was a slideshow and terrible animation, terrible drawings. Oh nah, that still hurts to this day. To this day, so that's my 1 out of 10.
Riddell, I guess it might be a battle of the slideshows because mine was also a slideshow adaptation. My number one was Adam versus Zeus from Record of Ragnarok. If you read Record of Ragnarok, I know a lot of people probably haven't, but if you read that fight and you saw what we got,
That fight is oh my god,
That
that fight
shit
is
is-
so good.
Fight his gas.
that animated fight is horseshit. It's a literal slideshow. It doesn't carry over any of the impact of any of the scenes. Like they don't adapt any of the double page spreads good. No justice done. Netflix, I'll never forgive y'all niggas what y'all do. That's my number one.
Okay, I just want to be one of Persephone's statues.
This, yeah.
That to me has one of my favorite lines in anime. They ask Adam, "Why are you fighting so hard?" And he says, "What father wouldn't fight for his children?"
That shit
I
is
was
all
like,
right.
bro, that shit is gas.
Yo, Adam is him, bro. It's crazy how that wasn't that was the second. No, was that the first?
It was the second. It was the second.
Second?
The first.
Second
The
fight.
first one was Lu Bu and Thor, I think.
And
Yeah,
and Thor, which was
Yeah.
also trash.
Yeah, that shit was
Oh
ass.
man, they went from that, and they went with Adam and Zeus right off rip. They set a tone, bro. Oh man, that fight was amazing.
Second season was better in terms of animation.
It was.
You know,
Mhm.
at least they could say they're getting better. Somehow, some of the sins got worse. I don't know how you do that. You go worse. Oh my goodness! You see Escanor, Gillan, really good. Escanor, Estarossa, really good. Escanor, Melly, man. All right, whatever.
Ty, what's yours? Because I feel like y'all are just missing, like, because we talked about this on the pod like not even that long ago. Like, there's like a clear number one worst fight.
Is there?
Yeah, Ty. So Ty, what's yours?
Oh man, I was trying to decide between this Choji fight and the Gintama fight. I was really trying to decide which one would be my 1 out of 10, and you know, I was like, I might go with this Gintama fight. Gintoga versus Hosen. That shit ass, bro. And it's not it's really the conclusion to that fight was actually criminal. It was actually egregious the way they justified this nigga torturing pregnant women and killing their babies. Like, it was terrible. I was like,
Wait,
it was terrible how they justified it.
Say it again.
So I'm putting that 1 out of 10, man. This I ain't a lot. As I've been watching it, talking about this author. You gotta watch this nigga, bro.
Wait, what fight did you say? I missed it.
Gentoki versus Hosen, man. I hated that. That was one of the worst fight conclusions I've ever seen. I hated it. I absolutely hated it.
All right, I listened to all y'all's 1 out of 10s. A lot of good choices. A lot of good choices.
This guy.
But similar to the Baki versus Muhammad Ali Jr., there was a one-off on an even bigger scale. And that is Chainsaw Man Part 2 final fight. Denji getting off-screened, Denji getting one-shotted by a random devil to end the series. That's the worst fight in anime manga history. The main character getting one-shotted by a no-name devil just walking by to fight a bigger devil. When he doesn't fight the main antagonist, he doesn't fight the big bad that he's currently fighting, and a random devil just walks up and kills off the main character of a series. That to me is the worst fight of all time. You can't convince me otherwise. Denji getting killed by the John Doe devil or whatever, or whatever you want to call that devil that just chopped his head off while he was just walking to fight the nigga he was actually supposed to be fighting. That to me is the worst fight, maybe in fiction history. Because how you just gonna kill off a main character like that? But
that's not a fight though. He just
neither was the Baki versus Muhammad. Nigga got one tapped. What happened to Denji? He got one tapped.
No, but that's an actual fight setting. He wasn't fighting that guy. He just got he got sucker punched.
Muhammad Ali got to throw some punches, man. They just didn't connect.
I didn't read that fight, I can't pick it. But
my only pushback to Miles and Riddell is that you guys can actually read it and enjoy it. There is nothing I enjoy about Tamaki. Like literally nothing. There like manga is bad, anime is bad, she's useless. Literally the big bad of the church. Like this is the guy that they're calling. Like, oh, we need this. We need you. He lost to boobs.
Santo, at least that nigga has a name. Denji lost to something that doesn't even have a name. The main character lost something that doesn't even have a name.
My rebuttal to that is, one, we can use any medium. So there are people who just watch the anime, never read the manga. You know, that's one thing to consider. And they go like, yo, what is going on? But this is my actual strongest argument. Expectation. I expect Maki to suck in every scene she's in. I expected Escanor versus Meliodas to be one of the greatest fights in anime history, and that shit was one of the worst fights in anime history. I don't know how it goes from all the way up here, where every Escanor fight was amazing. Escanor versus Galan, amazing. Escanor versus those two other, the angel and the giant, was when he decided to see the sun at night and cook them, amazing. Escanor versus Estarossa, amazing. And the best fight out of the entire series that Escanor gets into versus Meliodas, who turns into a big bad. He's the epitome of wrath, his strongest form as of today. And we get to see the one, and it was trash. Ugh, the feelings, bro. That shit hurts, bro. So expectation.
Yeah, so if we talking expectations, I expected Denji, who had a phenomenal fight against the Sword Devil, who had a phenomenal fight against Rize, probably the fight of 2025 with that Rize movie art, who had a great fight against the Hybrid Devils, who also had a great fight against Makima. I expect the main character of one of the most awarded Shonen Jump mangas of all time to not get one-shotted by a random devil. That to me, my expectation for that, I feel like, is pretty valid. For the main character of a shonen manga to not get one-shotted by a random devil to end the series.
It's pretty pathetic. All right, if I had to vote for something that's not my pick, obviously, I will have to go Adam versus Zeus. What are the rest?
If I had to go with a pick that wasn't mine, and I'm not just doing this because Riddell picked mine. When I was kind of looking through some of the worst anime fights before I ultimately decided, that Escanor Meliodas one is like a hot topic of conversation. Like it's literally discussed a lot. So I'll lean with that one.
Since we're
I'm standing
picking
on mine,
fights
bro.
that not ours, put the Escanor fight. Put the Escanor fight at 1, man. Put it there. I still think mine's worse, but I mean,
Who you telling?
yeah.
Lonnie Ty, want to give your thoughts?
I already said. I said my piece.
That's
We
a-
can pick Escanor.
Big Escanor versus Meliodas, man. All right. Okay, so I have a 5 out of 10 fight to put out here, and 5 out of no.
Going
I
mid.
have a-
We going
I
mid.
might upset the room with my 5 out of 10, man.
Oh, actually, I have a hot 5 out of 10 too. I'll be honest. All right, actually, I'm gonna do my 6 out of 10. I don't want to set the world on fire yet. I would put my 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10.
Now set the world on fire, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, you know what? Fine. 5 out of 10. We'll set the world on fire. I was really thinking about it. Like 5 out of 10 is average, people. It's like an average fight. It's all right. It's cool.
Don't
They did what they did.
don't try to
Nah,
cushion
nah,
it, bro.
Nah.
We don't need your cushion, bro.
It's mid. It's mid.
This is another. My expectations for this fight was bigger than what I actually saw on the screen. I'm going One Piece.
Oh,
Blackbeard versus Ace.
Nigga, what was you expecting?
It's Blackbeard and Ace.
No, I guess I'm. No, but what were you like at that point? What were you like? I guess
they didn't have much behind them yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of.
Yeah.
What?
It's like-
they got plenty behind them. What do you mean?
We saw Ace basically just beat a bunch of bums at a Whiskey Peak. He was also he was just like always like the brother figure of Luffy before, but we never kind of knew how strong they were other than like word of mouth. And then Blackbeard was a complete anomaly. We didn't know anything about him.
I'm not talking about beats. I'm talking narrative importance. I think my thing with this one, especially since this is like in hindsight, this is like the culminating fight for Ace. I just expected more from the like fight itself, not in terms of the grandiose of their powers, because I do think I like their final move, but I expect more combat between the two, showing more of their capabilities in this fight. This was a like real big meeting for Blackbeard, narratively wise. We haven't seen him much, but we know how like important he is. Ace, obviously the brother of Luffy, the second in not second in command. He's on Whitebeard's crew, his son or whatever. So this was a huge confrontation, and I expected more. It was all right though. It was cool. I think I had emotion. My biggest thing here is like the combat, the choreography. It was like, all right, it's whatever.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you kind of have to have Blackbeard's abilities because he's a mystery.
I don't know. I can't get behind that one. I feel like in general, the fights weren't that crazy choreographed in the earlier parts of One Piece. That was your pick. I'm gonna say mine, and I'm sorry to the culture before I say it. I did enjoy the movie as a whole. T'Challa versus Killmonger, that fight was a definition of mid. I thought especially the way it ended, the little flip over the turbo train into like very obvious stab. It lacked all of the oomph I'm used to seeing in kind of Marvel fights. I have another Marvel fight actually like just a spot above it at 6. But that fight just didn't do much for me.
Oh, interesting.
That might be one of the worst Marvel fights. I'm not gonna lie.
Marvel do have some really good fights. Actually, everybody give their picks and then we'll discuss it because this one seems like it's a little bit more of a conversation than somebody.
He's my number 5.
Yeah, number 5.
I was trying to debate between Kenichi and Odin or Ichigo versus Grand Fisher.
Who versus Grand Fisher? What'd you say?
Ichigo. I mean, that's the only thing I fought him.
Oh, Ichigo. I was trying to think like who's Grand Fisher. So yeah.
See, yeah, that's it. That's why it's mid.
But, yeah.
Because I had it at 4, but it's between those two, 4 or 5.
Okay. Santo, Lonnie.
You know, that's the nigga that killed his mom, right?
Yeah.
I remember now. Yeah,
I'm just saying that's kind of crazy.
It was kind of anticlimactic, very much so. Lonnie, are you talking?
Lonnie,
Because
you're muted.
Oh, I was gonna say, Santo, are you going? You want me to go?
Go ahead. I'll go last. I went first last
All
time.
right. Mine's kind of a tandem fight because it's like kind of consecutive. It's also Bleach. I had Kenpachi versus Tosin and Sanjin. Because I thought like 5 is just kind of in the middle. Like there were some things I liked about the fights. Like I got to see like the Bankais and stuff like that. But at the same time, they didn't impress me at all. Like I wasn't moved that like 2 captains were fighting Kenpachi back to back because they were kind of fodder, and like their Bankais weren't that impressive either, and they weren't impressive themselves. So they just seemed like basic strong niggas. So yeah, it was just mid.
Fight that I picked. Badass swordswomen. Akame and Esdeath. Mid. Literally, we see Akame just one-shotting everybody, whatnot. Trump card, she turns into her little, like demon form type thing. Esdeath the entire time is just goofing around playing. Literally can one-shot the girl, nothing. Just it literally is mid. Then at the end, she just goes, hugs the dead body, and just freezes and explodes.
Sounds
Doesn't happen in the manga, by the way.
Sounds worse than mid. I'm not gonna lie. That's what it sounds like to be. Is Random here? No.
I guess
my biggest thing when it comes down to mid fights is there's like I'm kind of with Lonnie that there's something that you would have to appreciate from the fight. It's the standard on like, okay, just do this kind of basic type of style fight for this specific scene and you're good to go. And in terms of like characters on the level of like Ace and Blackbeard, like big little showdown, big power, they do like a big move and then fights end. Whatever, it is what it is. Pretty simple, nothing crazy. That's kind of standard. So that's why I'm not using mid necessarily as a pejorative. I'm thinking of it like, here you go. Satisfy the scene, move on. With that said, I'd probably pick out of y'all. Ooh. Thing is, I've never seen Esdeath versus Akame because I dropped that shit because it was pissing me off. Low key, you said Ichigo versus Grant Fisher and what, Ty? What was the other one?
Well, I had it at 4 actually.
Which one? So which one's your 5?
It was Kenichi versus Odin.
Oh, Kenichi versus Odin from his friend at the. You know what? That fight is kind of mid, bro.
Yeah, it's an average fight, you know.
For a final fight of the year anime, it's literally like, whatever. You know what? I'm picking that Kenichi versus Odin.
Hey, battles of the final anime fight. I'm going Akame and Esdeath. That shit was ass. Tatsumi dying the episode before, also ass.
Tough.
That confused me. It so lost, Ty.
It don't make sense. It really doesn't.
I legit remember him being like, "Yo, this nigga just died." Yeah. That shit was
Oh, shit towards that pissed me off because also he chose like the worst the girl he chose, like I feel like was the worst out of all of them. Like she was like the worst girl out of all of them. So
shout out Kame. All right. Thoughts for everybody else? We got a tie right now.
And if I had a lean one, I'd probably go the as death one.
All right, we got it down.
All right. Kame versus as death. All right, next one up. Almost done with the list.
You know,
Well, then just do my 4 out of 10. Ichigo versus Grant Fisher.
Okay. Ichigo versus Grant Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good 4 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie. Santo, you about to say something?
Oh, I was gonna ask which one were we doing. So we're doing 4.
Yeah, 4 out of 10.
Yeah, that's my 4.
Fisher.
Okay. So, man, this fight made me mad. It's this battle made me mad. Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds. You say
Which fight?
versus Zone?
Oh yeah, that's ooh.
That had so much potential because the cards that they were using, the Time Lords, were at that time they were so good. It is just
Zone. Ooh.
it is just talk, no jutsu the whole time. It's just talking, little bit of battling, it, bruh. Pack it.
Oh, that's like a 3.
Santo, I want to share mine, but I'm gonna co-sign yours, and I want to also add. I think Zone kind of suffers from coming after a super amazing arc with the Dark Signers. I think that's the problem because like Kane, Divac, all of them niggas, that was the elite villain cast. Like, the Dark Signers, super underrated like villain group. The Dark Signers are super dope. So I think that played into it. Riddell, can you mute? Because the one I'm gonna say is one we're gonna watch soon.
Muted.
The one that I'm gonna pick, even though I'm siding with Santo, you got my vote. Is the Battle of Winterfell. For a fight in Game of Thrones to literally have every major character, Arya, Jon, Khaleesi, the Night King, Bronn, Brienne, all of these characters in this one singular spot. One, you can't even see the action because the lighting and the darkness are so bad, right? You can't see anything. You don't know what's going on. The dragon's blowing fire everywhere and it's blue. He's black. It's just a clusterfuck of nonsense. Some of the writing made absolutely no sense. There's no way Jon, kind of survived the scenario he was in. He was literally in a horde of zombies. Having Arya kill the Night King, I hated that. Because throughout the entirety of the story, with Jon being created as like this uniter, he united the North, he united the Wildlings, he united the Night's Watch. He brought all of these factions together, and they built up this story to be Jon has to face off with the Night King. That they didn't get an interaction. Them niggas didn't look at each other. They didn't look at each other. I'm giving it a 4 because what I could see looked amazing, and the character kind of arc completions we got, Theon's sacrifice, for example, the way they closed out some of the chapters of some of the characters was amazing. But me not being able to see the action and setting up the story for these two niggas to meet and they don't meet, I gotta tax it, bro. But yeah, that's mine.
The worst. You vote for mine, I'll vote for yours because I agree with everything you said. It's crazy.
No, Miles, you didn't. Because I remember when that episode came out and everyone's like, they like said ahead of time, like they said ahead of time about like, oh yeah, we're doing something different with the camera this episode. That shit was ass. I remember I had to adjust my TV settings for that shit. I
had to change my gamma in order to be able to see it.
Yes.
There have been whole like YouTube channels who break down the battle, how nonsensical it is. Miles, obviously I missed your kind of thing about it, but just how the assets that they had were used was horrendous. And then even when Arya kills the Night King, they had the D&D say like, oh, we wanted to do something different. Not this time, bro. Not this time. Like then why spend all this time building up Jon to be anything? Why have Melisandre come and tell him?
Pointless.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, I always wonder if somebody else will get this property and try this again.
They're not
Like,
gonna
you
reboot
got,
the
especially like,
They're not gonna redo it.
I know, I'm
Nah.
just, obviously, I'm just saying, but it's like, God, even like conventional stuff, like you're telling me you didn't call nobody and be like, so how would you defend this? You just did it yourself, and it was, and even after the battle, when they tell you what they lost, Miles, you're like, this is insulting.
Bro.
Like, what do you?
I'm like,
We're gonna be
like-
old by the time they reboot Game of Thrones. We're gonna be old.
I know Ty is like reading it with his siblings, so it's gonna take him a while to get there. But I know as a writer, to build up like two characters, right? I'm talking even the legend predating their series, right? It builds up a chosen king and a denizen of the night that brings the cold with him, right? Picture building up these two characters, 500 years of lore, and these niggas do not meet each other. They don't look at each other, and they're in the same place. That's absurd. That's absurd, bro.
It's literally like Krillin killing Frieza in Namek, when the whole time you're like, they're pumping up Goku being a Super Saiyan, and then they never fucking. That's what it was. And I'm not trying to disrespect Arya. Arya is amazing. I quite enjoy her character there, but it's just like it just didn't make sense that she was the one to kill him
At all.
Not the way they set it up.
Okay, let's bring Riddell back.
So
Are we good?
Yeah.
he's back. Yeah.
All right, excellent. Go ahead.
All right. I'll say mine, even though I completely agree with Miles. The 2016 Berserk Guts versus Grunbild was one of the worst CGI fights I think I've ever seen. It might be the
Shit
worst
is
CGI
ass,
fight
bro.
in anime. That shit was ass. That shit was horrible. Loki, I feel like after that
Kingdom season 1 exists. Kingdom season 1
I'm just talking
exists.
about
So-
I feel like after that Guts versus Grinbold fight in 2016, that like killed another Berserk anime from being made after they saw that shit. It did irreparable damage. Irreparable damage.
It's bad.
Irreparable. Dude's rolling over his grave just think about that fight.
It's insane that they let that happen. What?
Anybody?
I go with Miles' choice.
Okay, we'll just go with Miles' choice then. What's Miles' choice?
I don't want to say the name, but just say Game of Thrones fight in season 8, the big one.
Oh shit, this is gonna make things different.
The big one.
do season 8 GOT final fight, final war.
Okay. Oh, because I do want to make this graphic. That's a thing. It's gonna be like, okay.
I'll take care of it, Riddell.
I'll say this. I am definitely going to watch that episode on Patreon. I'll say that.
Absolutely.
Because he's going to
Riddell.
He's gonna have a blast.
Is it as bad as the snow stuff?
You don't usually like overreact like to the show too much. Like, see, that episode 6 was the first time I ever saw you have like a visceral reaction. When you watch this episode, you might get up and walk away.
I couldn't. I remember the first time I watched
there is a clip on BSS of Riddell looking straight at the camera and saying, "What the fuck, Oshinoko?" That is the level that is going to happen when he watches this fight.
Riddell, you're gonna say nigga. You're gonna say nigga at some point.
I'm gonna bring it out, man. Bring it out, bro. All right.
Like Riddell, when we watch episode 6,
the Durex is gonna appear on Riddell's head. He's like,
and I think we should not like downplay the fact, bro. I was driving. I remember because I was driving from the airport, like running to go watch the episode, and the people, like the sports talk radio station in LA, they were talking about it. They're like, I know we're running the show, but we're watching the episode right now. And even by the time I got home, even they were like, oh, I don't know. Like everybody wanted to like it. Miles, if you remember, everybody was like, we wanted to, but it was so dark, or this was going on, or this was going on. It was like,
I'll one up you, random, because my family was watching it. My whole family. It was so bad. My mom thought something was wrong with the TV. She demanded I restart the television. She's like, unplug the TV right now and plug it back in.
Unplug
Restart
the TV
HBO
is insane.
She's like, this doesn't make any sense. What's happening? She had me restart. I had to restart the internet. I was like, Mom, I don't think it's that. Restart the internet.
Okay, we're gonna be locked in, ladies and gentlemen. All that means is you gotta check out the Patreon to get all our Game of Thrones reactions.
Well, at least you only got like six or seven more episodes left.
Yeah, almost done. Almost
then
done.
He gets to start House of Dragons. Then he gets to really eat. So
Fire.
Okay, let's go. We got 9, 8, 7, 6, 3.
I feel like we need a good one after talking about some trash. So let's go with like number 9.
Number 9, I won't fight for mine too much. I'll just say it quickly. I put X versus the Hero Association. Thought the animation was really good. I loved all of the heroes I saw in To Be Hero X, but X was the one I was waiting for. They nailed it out of the park. His powers are amazing. Him kind of like breaking the fourth wall, I guess, and showing us like there's more to this world than what we're looking at, I thought was really, really cool. And just seeing him be a step ahead of everybody, I thought it was a really good payoff. He's turning people's attacks into soda, throwing them into the wall. He's turning into a Super Mario character, walking in the wall and shit. I thought it was really fire, really unique. So that's fine.
I love that fight as well. I was thinking about 2BRX, but I went with it's crazy. We spoke about this series a lot today. Gintama. But I'm going to actually give a good fight from Gintama. Gintoki versus Takashigi. I forget exactly how to say his name. Actually, it's one of the best fights in anime, bro. And one of the best sword fights in anime, period. There's everybody who's caught up with Gintama knows exactly what I'm talking about. If we're talking about the epitome of two rivals finally going to blows, like how I hyped up Naruto versus Sasuke, the same logic applies with these two guys. They've hated each other since the beginning of Gintama, and finally they go all out. And the sword, the choreography, the animation is peak levels. It just doesn't have that kind of grandiose ending because there's a villain bigger than Takasugi in Gintama. But the narrative, the storytelling, the climax, what happens afterwards, all of it is amazing. It is a fantastic sword fight. So that's what I'm picking.
Santo.
Oh, you want me to go? So 9.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know I'm a sports guy, and peak hype, peak hands, straight aura. This is a fight. Okay. Is Sendo versus Ippo. Two men in the ring, straight scrap it. That is a 9 out of 10 fight. And there's no debate.
Even the way the fight ends, Sendo passes out on the stool, eyes open, ready to scrap. They gave it all they had. What a freaking fight that was. Straight up like
Talking
this.
Talking about two rivals going at it. Sendo and Ippo.
That's a good one.
Mine is Kenshin versus Saito and Rurouni Kenshin. I think it's the best fight in Rurouni Kenshin, personally. It's the first time we really get to see Kenshin crash out, and we get to see like the real Bato side, because right before that he was already starting to have conflicts with like his past and stuff like that. And then Saito pulls up, and it's fight on sight. That was his rival back in the day, and we really get to see him go that extra mile. Like I think it's the first time we really get to see Kenshin try to kill somebody, and the fight was grimy. They used everything at their disposals. Like they were using their belts, their scabbards, everything they could to get an edge on each other, using the walls, ceilings, weapons, everything that they could get their hands on to try to kill each other. And they were just scrapping. It was just like, I think it was one of the best choreographed sword fights. And I think it was just perfect.
For me, I put Tengen Gyutaro here. Obviously, over the course of 6 episodes, a really amazing build-up. Everybody gets their shine in terms of whether it's Inosuke, Zenitsu, Tanjiro, even Nezuko gets theirs. Tengen's wives get a chance, and it puts you through all the emotions. Like was it when God, what was it? When all hope seems lost, and you thought for the first time that Tanjiro just gave up when he grabbed his sister's box and he ran away, and you get it because like he looked around, everybody's done. Tengen's at that point, you think he's dead. He doesn't have a hand, and then Tanjiro still being able to mix it up, try his own way, but then it's literally an amazing fight. And even the cliffhanger at the end when Gyutaro explodes, and they just leave you with that. No, like as the credits
Oh shit.
district, just the calamity afterwards. I thought it was fantastic. It's really good. It's like I said, obviously I'm a big proponent of this fight. It's one of the best fights out. It's one of the best anime fights I've ever seen, and that's why I have it at number 9.
Tayyur. So I will say a lot of us provided some very different type of styles. Like I like Miles obviously because X was a badass. Which one did you say, Lonnie? You didn't say the final fight, right? You said a different one.
Kenshin versus Saito.
Kenshin versus Saito. I'm not to refresh my memory regarding that one. And then Santo, you said Ippo versus Sendo.
Yes.
Oh, this is tough. Hold on, give me a second. What are y'all thinking?
This can kind of apply to both you and Santos. But I think I'm gonna lean yours. I'm kind of a secret Gintama fan. When I was younger, I kind of read a lot of it in Barnes and Noble. So I actually got to see that fight, and I guess what I kind of appreciate about it. This goes towards the Naruto and Sasuke fight we mentioned earlier. I love it when authors put like desperation into their characters, and seeing them kind of like ditch their swords, and they were like kneeing each other, punches and elbows, really giving it their all to the point where we're still gonna get this done. We got to resolve this. I thought that fight was awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna lean with that one.
And Miles, that's exactly why I went with that Kenshin versus Saito fight, because it becomes like just the ultimate desperation fight. Like I think Saito's like using his belt to try to strangle Kenshin. Kenshin's using his scabbard because his sword broke and stuff like that. And they're just, no matter what, they're just trying to kill you. Like Kenshin gave up all his beliefs of being a Roronian, being like a saint now and stuff like that. He's just like, I just gotta kill this motherfucker.
I'm sticking with mine. I'm sorry. I literally like Ippo, Mr. Tryhard himself, Mr. Train for anything, not afraid of anything. He stepped into the ring with Sendo and he was scared. Literally backed into a corner, doesn't know what to do. All he can do is block. He's like, what am I feeling? Oh, this is fear. I can't even throw a punch. I can't even run away because he has me in this corner and he's just throwing haymakers, hands. And Sendo's looking at him like, dude, what are you doing? Fight back. We didn't train all of this for nothing. Like, what are you doing? He looks so utterly disappointed. And seeing Ippo, like, find the resolve, the will, regaining the will to fight in that. And Sendo's will's never broken. Literally passes out, ready to scrap again. Like, nah. It's one of the hypest fights. It's one of the best fights in anime history.
But if you had to pick another one, what would it be?
I mean, I'm going Kenshin Saito. That shit is gas. We fighting dirty.
They were going crazy.
they were scrapping.
Oh, so all right, so I love Miles is because it's so badass. Aura farm and like it was a culminating moment how great X is and it delivered. It just was amazing. I like randoms because the production animation is one of the best in anime history. And then I like yours, Santo. Even though I haven't seen it, I know the like emotion behind the two characters from like my surface level knowledge. And then when it comes to Hajime no Ippo, even though I don't watch it, the boxing is always like crazy. I'm not gonna lie, always crazy. I'm gonna have to go with Lonnie's. It does closely match with mine and has a kind of similar vibe. than what mine is in terms of like fighting to the end. And it was either between Santos or Lonnie for me because of the emotional appeal that I'm attaching to it. But I'm gonna give the edge to Lonnie's Kenshin versus Saito.
There you go.
I'm not mad at it.
Wait, random Lonnie, you got to pick two? No,
I mean, you've already got 3 of them, so it doesn't really matter.
No, we only got 2 people pick him, and then 1 person pick mine. We got to hear y'all just in case.
I guess I'll do Kenshin's.
Oh, there we go. Kenshin versus Saito.
How many we have left?
Not too many.
A couple more left.
6, 7. Okay.
6, 7.
Want to do 7?
Actually, I'll do 6 and go tell you that I picked Ichigo versus Aizen for 6.
For number 6, I picked Spider-Man versus Harry in Spider-Man 3.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Number 6, I picked Natsu versus Gajeel.
Okay.
Where 6, I picked Yusuke versus Chu. The manliest fight.
Oh, you only got that at the 6? Okay.
That's a 6. The actual fight?
It's
Literally,
manly,
it's literally only cool when he throws the knives on the ground. He's like, let's stand up and scrap. Everything before that, I'm cool. I'm cool. It's a 6. It's not amazing. It's not mid.
Fair
It's
enough.
alright.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Brandon, what you got?
I got Vin Diesel versus The Rock in Fast 5.
The one in Brazil where they were going through all of the buildings and shit. For sure.
The one when The Rock finally finds them in their hideout. And then so then I think Paul Walker, his girl, Vin Diesel, and the one dude from the first movie get captured at the end. But I think you could argue it's probably the best fight in the series because they actually were like, let's not try to be like, oh, I should always be The Rock and always win all my fights. They actually tried. And I'm not gonna hold you, Vin Diesel should have just bashed The Rock's brains in. Saves you a lot of trouble in that movie, but he didn't, and now here we are.
We'll talk about it at a later time, but Peacock and NBC and Vin Diesel announcing 4 Fast and Furious shows is obnoxious.
We good, bro.
Obnoxious as hell.
Hey,
good.
Make your money, bro.
4,
Unless we're going back to Tokyo and getting another Tokyo Drift movie, I'm good.
yeah, we don't need 4 Fast and Furious TV shows.
What are they going to be doing?
I'm sorry.
Heist? Hold on, real quick. What realistically
saving the world?
They've been to space, Santo. With
They
duct
haven't
tape.
been under. They haven't been to the bottoms of the earth, man. They haven't. They got stuff.
They straight up said, yeah, The Rock is going to grab a moving missile with his hand.
No, I saw Vin did straight up lie saying that they're not gonna like dilute the series. They lied like 5 movies ago.
Just make a racing one. I might be interested in a racing one.
I will say real quick, Ichigo versus Aizen was super hype. I still think there was so many amazing moments with Ichigo showing up, Aura. I think I love Final Getsuga Tensho, but the fight itself was pretty cookie cutter. Just a couple swings, and then a final move, face palm, nothing crazy. But it was all about the moments. So that's why I was like, you know what? I really like this. Miles, what was yours again?
It was Spider-Man versus Harry in Spider-Man 3. The one inside the penthouse, not the first fight.
Harry tried to kill bro. I'm about to go home to my girl. I got my ring, Miles. Harry showed up. You're not gonna make it anywhere.
I like it because they were both slipping. Like they were both slipping, man. Like they weren't on their A game at all. It was just 2 bros raging out. They're fighting in that penthouse. They're not holding back. We see Spider-Man kind of slipping into the symbiote more. Harry just consumed by hatred. And Peter Parker, even though he had that dumbass haircut, that nigga was exuding some aura in that fight. Didn't have it higher just because it wasn't like the most crazy choreographed thing, and it wasn't intended to be, by all intents and purposes. But I thought it was just a solid fight.
I'm
You
gonna
know
rub
what?
some dirt in your
I
eye.
like the movie shout. I was thinking something, but I'm not. My other pick would be Harry versus Spider-Man.
I'm
Lonnie,
fine
what
with
was yours again?
Who's?
You're number 6.
What was yours, Lonnie?
Natsu versus Gajeel. I thought it was like a cool fight. It's like Natsu's like first fight against another Dragon Slayer. I just thought his first fight against another Dragon Slayer could have been a lot better. I just think Jagiel's powers overall just kind of meh for like because he's a metal dragon, but like none of his shit ever, I don't think he's ever impressed me in a fight. I always thought like his powers were like
When he goes in his iron shadow form, that's pretty dope.
yeah, so he gets a buff. The one time he gets a buff, like, yeah, it's cool. But any other time he fights, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like I just thought the fight could have been more, but it wasn't a bad fight. I thought it could have been a lot better.
Fair enough. All right, some of y'all picks. Let me hear it.
I'm fine with the Spider-Man one.
I'm fine with that too.
All right, Peter Spider. Should I say Peter Parker or Spider-Man?
Do Peter Parker.
Peter Parker versus Harry. All right. 7 out of 10.
Kind of similar to number 6. I had Batman versus Superman.
Oh,
I'm not mad at that.
not bad.
I hate when you have to nerf Superman in fights to make it fair.
I mean, yeah, Superman.
It's Superman.
Like, yeah, yeah.
Superman.
And
He's a god.
and he's fighting Batman.
What do you want?
Laser beam, what do you do? I beam his weapon. Fight's over. I beam his weapon. You grab him. You take him to jail. Fight's over. 2 seconds.
That's my early pick for other than mine because I actually think that fight was pretty good. It wasn't over the top or anything, and they didn't really sell me that Batman was really contending. But for what it was worth, that was a good ass fight. Mine, pun intended, is from Final Fantasy VII, Advent Children. It's a Cloud versus Sephiroth. I got that at 7.
What's going on?
I think that's better than a 7 personally, but okay.
In the middle of the fight, did you know what was happening? They had that shit in 360p. I didn't know what was happening.
Hey. Not too much of my boy Sephiroth. Okay?
Shout out Final Fantasy. I went with the final fight of Attack on Titan, Aaron versus everybody. A lot of emotion, but in terms of the combat, nothing crazy by any means. Some random Titans get thrown out and they're trying to survive. But nothing. It gets good, but nothing crazy in terms of choreography, in terms of like what is happening. So that's what I got. Did everybody give their pick?
Random.
Mine is from Ip Man versus Master Han, the tabletop fight in Ip Man 2.
Hell yeah! Random, I'm with you.
It's
Hell
really
yeah.
good. It's really good, but you can name a few more that are better. But it's like it's like above average. It's really good.
It man, yo,
that's a shout.
What?
Brandon.
It man got some fights in it.
Hey, Ip Man versus Mike Tyson was gas.
I thought Ip Man was gonna die. Bro was swinging.
Me too.
Bro was swinging at Donnie Yen like he was trying to win the world title.
Yo,
Bro, when Mike Tyson put that clock, I was like, oh nah. He's not gonna make it.
Memory
He's
random.
not gonna
Oh my
make it.
god.
So that I still pray for that random dude that just got like a million punches by Ip.
You talking about what about
When
the
you-
bro
when you sit
what
him
about the
down?
bro whose leg who he broke his leg at the hip? and then broke his arm afterwards. That dude will never be he can't walk.
But when he was surrounded in the dojo,
dead.
Yeah.
Is that the thing you're talking about, Lonnie? When he was in the dojo, he gave that nigga machine gun punches.
Yeah, the machine gun punch.
That nigga body was still moving when he stopped punching him. Yo,
man, you
unlocked some memories, Random. Wow.
Yeah, I should put more movie ones in it.
Because I wake up for number 9. I thought about putting when he fights the general in the first movie.
Where he basically like saves their like prefecture, right?
Yeah. And then he gets shot at the end. But in the beginning it was cool. Then Ip Man said, let me show you something real quick. He started beating his ass right there.
I might
his wife is leaving. Remember, his wife and his son are leaving the city, and then they talk no jutsu, bro, his friend into coming back. It's like, nah, man, I'm always hating on him, and now he's fighting for us. Damn.
Hey, we spoke about Netflix earlier. Shout out to Netflix. Because them niggas had all of those movies. That's how I saw them.
They got a collection now, bro. They got a collection.
They were locked in.
There's also a prequel. There's a prequel to when he was young.
Wow. Hold on.
I'm gonna shoot you the name, Miles, after the show. I got you, big dog.
Isn't that the one where he trained Bruce Lee?
No, you're thinking about 3. And Bruce Lee's already kind of
okay
big. This is basically who trained him, because at least in Wing Chun before, I guess Ip Man got to it, was more hands, and then he added. He met like a radical in his prequel. He met like a radical person of the martial art who added feet and the lower body, and then from there he becomes who he becomes.
Gotcha. All right. For my number 7, I went with it's a really good fight, but it gets overhyped a little bit. I got Gara versus Lee, man. I think Gara versus Lee is a 7 out of 10. I think it has very cool moments. I think it's a character that we're rooting for, and a big bad that he's like, oh man, he's a sociopath. So it has all the elements of being a phenomenal fight. And it's good. I think it's a good fight. I don't think it's what everybody thinks it is. Like, oh my god, this is one of the best fights of all of anime. Like, it really isn't. When you look at the fight, it really isn't.
I do think it's definitely that nostalgia aspect of it. Because I think 7's fine for it.
I think 7's fair as well. Random Miles, was your pick again?
Mine was it was Cloud versus Sephiroth in the Final Fantasy VII movie.
And then Lonnie, what was your pick?
Mine was Batman versus Superman.
Oh. And then Gara versus Lee. Okay, what should make it? What's the question?
I'm low-key fine with any of these.
I mean, if I'm picking one that's not mine, you already know I'm going Advent Children.
I'm gonna go Cloud versus Sephiroth as well. We go with that?
Practice how to do the damn moves from it, man, bro.
I'm just thinking of like those Final Fantasy AMVs with like Breaking Benjamin in the background and Sephiroth going crazy.
That Omni slash in the end when he get all the pieces of Buster Sword and stuff, that was gas.
That move was crazy. And Zach gave him the little pep talk.
Mm-hmm.
What's that Final
Fantasy?
Battery
on his back.
Is that on Crunchyroll?
You said what?
The Final Fantasy movie. Is that on Crunchyroll?
I don't think so. I can find it on the site and send it to you though.
Yeah.
All right.
Forever.
Number 8, I got Yuno versus Xenon in the Black Clover manga.
Ooh.
That shit is some gas, bro. Regardless of how you feel about how he got his grimoire, which I do think it was kind of Mickey. From beginning to end, that fight was amazing. The power ups, they both got multiple power ups. They both were on death's door multiple times. There was a lot of emotion because Xenon killed basically his entire group, and was getting revenge. That shit was heat, bro. So that's my fight.
I have another Black Clover one.
Ooh.
I have Yami and Asta versus Dante.
The anime or
The
the
anime.
manga? The anime was a good adaptation.
Anime was heat. I thought like it showed like the bond between Yami and Asta. It also showed like the peakness of like devil powers. The passing of the katana to Asta peak. Yeah, I thought it was just really good, well-rounded fight. It kind of got I put it at 8 because Yami started spamming a little. It kind of got a little bit unrealistic because Yami's like, I have nothing left, and then kept on fighting for like 15 more minutes. Asta, I have nothing left, but just keep going. Like, what are they? Oh, push past your limits or whatever. What the fuck is
when in doubt, surpass your limits, man.
Surpass your limits. They surpassed their limits 30 minutes ago, but they still going. But
I got Ryder versus Saber from the Heaven's Feel movie for number 8. I mean, obviously the pure spectacle of it all. At that point, Saber was basically throwing Yami's dimensional slashes at Ryder, and it's like when the studio Miles knows what they know what they're doing, and they just master their craft. I'm not gonna hold you, Miles. I have no idea what was going on in that fight, what were the motivations for that fight or whatever, but that shit was gas. That shit was gas from start to finish. So that was my number 8.
Shout out, Santo.
It's good test shows. They were not Omni slashes. They were Gets Good Respect League.
Facts.
They're all Gets Good test shows.
So for my, let me just double check that. Yes, for my number 8, I picked a fight where there was a lot of setup. This incredibly bad person introduced almost like a horror aura to the series, and he's getting power up after power up, and we got to train to beat him, and now we're coming out of training. Goku versus Cell. And to this day, I still say it's the best Kamehameha in entire Dragon Ball. Like, to the point where they are scrapping and Goku's about to throw a Kamea wave to Earth. And he's looking pissed, and they're scared because, like, oh my God, he's really going to blow up the planet. And then to end the fight, he's like, I can't do it. It sets up Gohan. Like, you're like, what? Like, just what? From beginning to end, that movie is amazing. I mean, that fight is amazing.
Mine, I just wanted to show love to a series that I like. Mine is from Eureka 7. It's a Nirvash versus The End. It was just a culmination of like a good, a unique kind of rival situation where they weren't exactly after the same thing. One was after being the strongest soldier, and one was trying to, kind of escape from the war. And she's actually able to save her from that kind of depression and help her find love, kind of how she did. Eureka being the she. Really good. It's probably the best mech fight ever. Just in terms of sound design, the animation at the time, I think this was like 05. A spectacle to see. Yeah. Shout out Eureka 7.
Shout out, man. I probably will. I've never seen Eureka 7, so obviously I can't vote for that one. And I haven't seen Heaven's Feel. So my default will be not default. I guess the only reason why I'm picking Yami and Asa versus Dante compared to Goku versus Cell is because of the climax. Like, Goku just said, I'm good. Like, it was a good fight, but it didn't have that roller coaster of emotions other than the Kamehameha, which was a cool moment.
The
Asa,
roller coaster of emotions. Oh.
It did it like they're testing each other's abilities. Goku uses his final attack to take him out. Didn't work, and he gave up. So I compared that to Yami and Asa versus Dante. Dante packed up the Black Bulls, packed up Asta when he went into rage mode, which was kind of crazy. And then Yami showed up and was like, "Yo, what are you doing to my people?" Like, and then they had to handle it. So there's a little bit more definity to.
I'll say that I'll say this: if you're talking roller coaster of emotions, in the beginning you're hype because Goku coming out of the hyperbolic chamber and is going to fight Cell 1-on-1. They're gonna scrap. They are scrapping. Goku's desperate. He's going to blow up Earth. He changes trajectory and literally blows Cell in half. Cell comes back. You're like, okay, we're going again. They keep going and he gives up. You're like, what the hell are you doing? What are we going to do? And then at the end, you know what he does? He throws a sensu bean at Cell.
Well,
now you're
really
pissed.
that one, bro.
You're pissed. I'm just saying that is a roller coaster of emotions. I'm just saying.
Well, that's like a negative point right there. Giving Cell sensu beans like, let me dock a point to like a 7 out of 10. That's what that is right there.
Nah.
Hey man.
Low key, when I was doing the list, like Goku versus Cell was one of the finalists for 7 out of 10 in my head.
It's that damn sensu bean, man.
It really is a sensu bean.
Shit, I know. All right, what are y'all thinking? Some of the other.
Well, yeah, I'll go Black Clover then, because like I said,
There's
I haven't
Black
really
Clover.
tapped in.
So which one are you picking?
Yami and
Yeah.
Asta. Yami and Asta.
Okay.
What do I want to do? I'll go Yami and Asta as well.
All right. You know, it is what it is. When this gets animated, though, that shit that'd be amazing. No, that's wrong. I was thinking the wrong thing. Yami, Asa versus Dante.
We'll get to see, finally acknowledge he's a royal. Good stuff.
Yes, sir. 3.
Oh, go fuck yourself, Riddell. Get the fuck out of here. Like we didn't have arguments about bro being a royal the whole time.
I had arguments about some things.
One of the best clips on BSS, by the way.
I lost the Wizard King title. I could just go be the Spade King. Oh no. Get the fuck out of here.
Something can suffer from success, man.
President of the United States or president of Canada? Like, obviously, the president of the United States. So,
still okay. Let's pretend like being president of Canada is so much worse.
It is. Well, nowadays, I don't know. But you know what? Not false.
Exactly. Exactly.
I love how he caught himself.
Because that low key might be W position nowadays. W position.
It might be, bro. It might be. Number 3, last rating, 3 out of 10.
I'm not arguing over trash. Mine is simple. Mine is from Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It's Scott Pilgrim versus the Kaneyagi twins. The only reason why I gave it a 3 is because the music was actually good, but the fight was it was horse shit.
Live action?
Yeah, the live action. They just played some music. Scott Pilgrim's side turned into a big gorilla. The Kaneyagi twins had big dragon. Ooh. And they just played back and forth. And, Scott Pilgrim, through being pissed that his girl had left the venue early, was able to overcome and win. So music was fire, fight was ass. 3.
What a fucking movie that was, man.
That movie, it's my second favorite movie of all time.
It's really movie. I love that movie.
It's goofy and entertaining. Shout out. Just like
Street movie's Fighter. A masterpiece.
And if you're a gamer, the Easter eggs they put in there, they put a lot of Easter eggs in there.
I didn't realize there was a game.
Mm-hmm.
when I watched it the first time I watched it in my life. I didn't
And
You
realize.
watch the anime too?
Watch, but by the way, watch the movie and then go watch the anime because that anime is phenomenal.
Amazing. It's
I'm not gonna
amazing that
lie.
we don't talk about that enough.
Read the novels, man. I read the novels. Read the novels, man. You get
It's even
backstory. Yeah, you get a lot. You get a lot more backstory before the Seven Evil Exit situation. You get to learn like what happened with him and Kim. Remember they mentioned a story in the movie of him fighting a 50-foot tall nigga that shoots lasers in his eyes. You can that's
Yes.
actually in the novel. You can read that. Just stuff like that. It fleshes out the characters further.
Do you think there's enough content to make another movie?
Yes.
My only concern, there's definitely enough content, but I think it'll release into the kind of same scenario. I just
Yeah.
don't think the draw is that large. I don't think it ever will be. I
Which is
think
crazy.
it'll once again amass a new cult fan base, just
Which
more
is-
modern.
it's- I put when he fights his ex's boyfriend, the band guy who's a vegan. I put that in my honorable mentions.
That's a good fight. It just wasn't good enough to put it anywhere. But
Yeah,
the end when the vegan police come, it was peak.
I'm not
That
gonna-
sh-
I was walking
He
my
just
dog.
thought- he
Long
he just thought really hard that it was half and half. Nah,
Oh,
so
man.
good.
That song from the band played today while I was walking my dog. I was fucking jamming. Hello again, friend.
Again, friend of a friend.
Hey, I got that
Hey.
saved on Spotify. That's a banger.
I was surprised the girl
Oh,
was
so good.
the girl is Captain Marvel. I was
Yeah.
surprised.
there's
Yeah.
like Anna Kendrick's in
Mhm.
that movie. There's a lot of like really famous people in that movie.
Good actors are in that movie.
Yeah, Chris Evans is in that
Yes.
movie
Chris-
before he became
Yeah.
the guy who's in Superman Returns.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
all in it. They're all in the.
They're all
in
like
the-
it's a really
Yeah, the
star-studded and everything.
Yeah, the cast.
Always make
Oh,
a season 2 of the anime on Netflix.
Yeah, the fact that the whole cast comes back to do the anime is awesome.
The guy from Secession is in that
Yeah.
movie. That shit's crazy.
Mm. All right. My number 3 is Krillin versus Goku in Dragon Ball Super. Why the fuck is Goku fighting with Krillin? Like, that
Bro was helping Krillin. That's all he was doing, just glazing him up. That's all he
So-
was doing, helping him out.
I wonder where my vote's going.
Let me cancel
Man,
your
I should have put Tien versus Gohan at 1. Shit. I had such
Tien
an
was-
opportunity.
Cordell, don't hate me.
Oh my god, no
No.
way. No way, Lonnie. No.
No, you don't
I
even
think
know what I'm gonna say. You don't even know what I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see.
Wait,
You
what did
said
you gonna say?
I thought you were gonna say Yuno versus Asta. I thought you were gonna say that was a 3 out of 10. It's like, okay, it's
I'm
not
saying,
that bad.
Lelouch versus Charles is my number 3. It went from a fight to a talk no jutsu debate.
It wasn't really a fight, yeah.
It started off. Yeah.
But it was never about the fight between the two. It was about the battle of minds. That's the biggest thing.
That's why it's my 3 out of 10, y'all. Yeah, that's my 3 out of 10.
I feel like that was a direct attack. I was like, because
No,
there's
for
no
that
way you were
reason, it's like
actually
when I was
thinking
thinking
of
of that
Lelouch versus Charles. No, you were going like, what's gonna piss off? Oh,
no.
Code
Because
Geass.
all my only knocks on Code Geass is the Lelouch versus Charles shit. Because like they were fighting, and then it just became a battle of words, and it low key pissed me off. I was like, this is still a mech anime. Y'all still supposed to scrap, bro. Like y'all still supposed to like it wasn't hitting like it was supposed to. It should have hit both sides. They could have been fighting while talking the whole time. They could have.
Fair. But Suzaku's always the fighter, not Lelouch. Okay. What do y'all got? What's the rest?
For me, let me make sure I'm looking at the right one. Go ahead. I want to make sure I mixed my list up.
For me, my 3 out of 10, man, Renji versus Byakuya.
Bro, that's hate. That is hate.
What do you mean? I've been training this hard. I got a Bankai. Bro, get out of my face.
3?
Get washed.
But like
3.
Yeah.
You say
3.
I'm a bleach hater. You say I'm a bleach hater. You just said Renji Byakuya was a 3 out of 10.
That
Are you
fight,
crazy?
That fight is that's not a fight.
The storytelling alone from the fight. The emotion. We've been talking about emotions and fights. The emotion.
Bruh.
Dude is holding it by the rope like, yo, like he's still trying to, like the whole wolf trying to reach the moon in the lake type bullshit, whatever the fuck. That shit was beautiful.
Right, bro.
Bruh.
Yeah.
That's
and at the end,
3.
Byakuya
That
does
fight is a
acknowledge
3.
him. He still won the inner fight, like the inner fight that he was trying like to get Byakuya to acknowledge him. He still got that at the end of the fight. Like that.
And you know how crazy it is for a lieutenant at the time, a lieutenant getting a Bankai? Like, oh my!
Best moment in the whole series is that fight.
Oh, Santo, I'm so.
I mean, we saw a lieutenant getting a Bankai. Like, yeah, we saw Ikaku do it, and his Bankai is ass too. Like,
bro,
that was like wrong.
That's not
same at all, especially in the context of like when it happens. It happens in the Soul Society arc. We only saw a few Bankai, and Renji is the only lieutenant that we see get one. And Byakuya was supposed to be this,
and it was trash, and he got murked.
He was never supposed to beat Byakuya in the first place. We know that, and also Byakuya at that time, he's like the noble. He represents like the pinnacle power of the Soul Society, and Renji's the gutter rat who's just trying to like have the nobleman acknowledge him. What happened in the fight?
Miles, look up, bro.
Hey, y'all want to talk about me hating on Bleach and this nigga right here? Oh my
nah, that hatred for Renji's tough, bro. No.
I'm not supposed to sleep at night, Santo. You said Renji versus
he trash.
You know,
you want me to continue? I mean, and you again. And like I say, we are not Bleach haters, and I've coined that phrase here. But I mean, if we want to talk 3 mid, any Kamamura fight can go insert any Kamamura fight at 3.
Sajin versus Bambietta?
3 out of 10 is like a 30%. That's an F. You're saying that fight was bad. That wasn't a bad fight.
That was a bad.
They were using sword skills. They were using Kido, Bankai.
Okay, Kenpachi Tosin. It's bad. They're
Tosin wasn't trying.
Well, I didn't mention Kenpachi versus Tosin. I think that was my number.
Yeah, I think you said that were like 4 or something like that.
Yeah. That's fine,
but nah,
Renji,
that Byakuya versus Renji fight
series.
Okay, all right. Well, random. What do you got?
Nah, no.
It wasn't
not one of the most emotional fights.
Series. Renji's risking his life for Rukia. Niggas literally crying while he's bleeding out, begging this nigga to like acknowledge him to just stop. Like, what are we talking about?
Acknowledge me. We should get a Roman Reigns soundbite.
No. And Byakuya later mentions like, yo, Renji risked his life. Renji basically sacrificed himself to just show me that what my viewpoint was wrong.
Shout out Bleach, man.
In the words of the great street poet named Miles Left, I'm not moved.
Random, what's your number 3?
Mine is Baki versus the Poison Hands Master in the China versus Japan tournament.
2 bottom 3 fights for Baki. It's crazy.
Baki, I've said this multiple times. I think Baki as an anime is highly overrated.
I think that's like depends on what you mean, because I think the animation kind of.
I think it's properly rated. It's a bad anime, and it's just
King and Ashura better.
Clears if we're being honest.
Baki versus what's his name? From Kengan Ashura.
Oma.
Oma. That fight was trash.
Baki should have murdered, bro.
You should have.
Straight murdered him.
Baki lost?
No, they made it to like a tie.
We knew they were going to make it to a yeah, of course they were.
It was so ass, man.
One of the other
was
so garbage.
It was so jarring seeing Oma in like, because you're so used to seeing him in the 3D, of Kengan, and you watch him drawn out. I'm like, I don't like this. It just felt weird to me.
Yeah. Miles, what's your pick again?
Mine was Scott Pilgrim versus the Katniyagi twins.
Um,
I'm not picking that on principle because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. So no.
That's fair.
Because random, I actually haven't seen that Baki fight. I can't vote for that.
You're not missing much, man.
I need to vote for a random because I don't agree. Santos' pick is insane.
Come on, man. Come home.
And I don't really think of Charles versus Lelouch as like a fight. But definitely not picking Bayaki versus Reggie. For sure not picking that. So I'm gonna pick Miles.
3 out of 10 for that fight is crazy. Lonnie, what was yours?
I had
Lelouch versus Charles, right?
Yeah, Lelouch versus Charles.
That one is random. What was yours?
Baki versus the Poison Hands Master in the China versus Japan.
I didn't even see that shit. Random. What was yours? I mean, no, not Riddell. What was yours?
Goku versus Krillin, Dragon Ball Super.
Hey, Goku versus Krillin. We here,
Bro.
hey,
I'm
Santo.
also
Like
Goku
seriously,
versus-
it's not a 3 out of 10 fight, bro. It's just not.
Oh, that's crazy.
Bro was just feeling the
I
slap.
didn't like it, man. I really didn't like it.
That's crazy.
I'll go Krillin and Goku.
Goku versus Krillin for the win.
That's just crazy.
Yeah,
Santo, I'm not gonna be able to sleep right at night with you saying that. That's why that's definitely my least favorite take from you ever on anything.
But I'll sleep perfectly.
Shout out. Well, this is
be like Santo.
This is our top 10. We had a pretty good 10 of like the bar for a lot of these fights. We can go in a lot of different directions for moving forward. We could probably even speed it up a little bit since this is our first time attempting it. But for some fights in fiction, pretty good. Pretty good.
Hold on, let me get the timestamp. Can you run down the list for clip stuff?
I just don't. Actually, I'm trying to think of a
phrase
way to phrase it. Yeah, that's the problem. Have you ever thought of? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's a good way to phrase it for a clip.
You just give the game like a name or something.
We'll probably have to think of a name. If anything, instead of like having a full clip of like everything, we'll just have clips for like specific parts of the conversation we had.
Or just do like a compilation.
Yeah, we can just say, or you can start off by saying like, here's a list of fights on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't. I see what Riddell's saying. I don't know how to.
Yeah,
we just do like a whole.
I wouldn't worry about it. We don't need to give them the entire 10 list. Like something like when we were talking about 3 out of 10 Renji versus Byakuya. That's a clip right there. That's a clip.
I'm not a fan of that fight.
Get the timestamp for that because that's
Someone's like, "Hey, it's the Bleach haters again. What are you guys talking about now?" Renji versus Byakuya is a 3 out of 10 fight. I was like, oh, the great takes again.
Whoever watches this, I'm an innocent man.
It's like, bro, I'm about to. What time is it in Cali? I'm about to call my dad and tell him that someone said that shit. Like, nigga.
I am not.
9:30, bro. I'm an innocent man.
Anyways,
that's how bad. I'm about to call my father to complain and like, yo, my friend said this shit about Bleach, and he's.
Oh my goodness.
Renji versus Byakuya.
I'm so good. I'm so good.
Shout out, Ren.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Because I did have one topic for the gamers here.
No.
Have you guys seen the indie game Mixtape?
Mm-mm.
No.
Let me
I saw
look it up.
one friend on Xbox playing.
You
Sleep
said
Call.
indie game?
I don't know what it
Indie?
is.
Indie. It's so this game is called Mixtape. It's almost like a visual narrative, like dispatch type thing style of game.
Okay.
It's an
I've seen this on
indie
Game
game.
Pass.
It's an indie
Sorry.
game, but it's backed by a billionaire.
Which one?
So, what's her name? It's the daughter of I forgot, man. I had it written down.
Yo,
I can't
what?
open the file.
Should I highlight that?
No, we're good, bro.
What?
Why not? We don't try to hamper nobody over here.
Bro, I'm hampering furries, bro.
But anyway, so this game is considered an indie game, but it has a lot of financial backing. Has a lot of licensed music. They were giving out streamer packages to where you got like a full CD player, a retro CD player with custom headphones. Pretty much, it's a light novel that you can make little decisions with and stuff. At points in the game, you can put your controller down and the game plays itself. But there's a lot of pushback because IGN and a lot of what would you call it? A lot of entities are calling this a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. But it looks like it's payola. Like it's IGN got paid to review this favorably, to say the least. My question to you guys, does this hamper indie developers that it looks like they have to literally pay to get that kind of recognition?
I would if there weren't other entities who could match IGN's numbers, so to speak. Like if this mixtape is really a good game, all you need is obviously my favorite is Skill Up. Like if Skill Up goes up and gives it the same thing, gives the same kind of reception, then I will be interested. IGN lost any kind of credibility to me a few years ago, so I just don't really take what they say like seriously. Like especially when the person who's reviewing the games, Miles, I think you've seen a few occasions, like it's like, have you even played a game before, or have you played a Souls-like game before, or something like that, where I'm like, if I gotta question your ability to even play the game, I'm good. We've seen they're the most mainstream video game reviewer, and they've lost a lot of credibility, at least for me. So sure, it's cool, but like an indie game, it all that matters is what kind of resources you have, and if you can work with that, you can work with that. It's just like, if you're looking at IGN as I guess your main one, don't, because they've shown how duplicitous and sometimes like uninformed they are about the things that they claim to support, or things that they claim to be an expert in.
I haven't played the game myself, so it kind of makes me hard to kind of take a very solid stance either way. I do want to kind of give I want to say the game a fair shot though. I get IGN was paid, but there are a lot of publications that are like raving about this game. And then I just wanted to check because I was curious. I kind of went on Steam charts, and the actual user reviews are like very positive as well. So two things can be true for sure. They definitely paid for a spot, maybe that extra promo. But if that extra promo is causing people to play it and they're walking away with the idea that the game is good, I don't actually see that as a real problem. At the end of the day, especially when it comes to gamers, if your game is not good, we're gonna kind of let you know. It won't really survive if the product is not actually good. So there could be something there. I would have to play to know for myself. But hey, the critics are paid to say it's good, and the players are saying it's good. So who am I to tell them different?
Yeah.
They got I mean, maybe it looks like it worked out because they got everybody talking about this shit's almost a perfect game.
Yeah.
I mean, paying for promotion is just part of the game, pun intended. Considering that it's an indie game, so it's meant to have like low budget and all that stuff. So they're not going to get backed by the bigger companies naturally because it doesn't have the name. It doesn't have the EA next to its name. So, I mean, I think that's part for the course. Just make a good game and it'll sell well, like Little Nightmares.
It can
Good
get
game.
all the backing and love, but if it's an actual good product, then it's a good product. And indie games have been trending more lately the last few years. You have like Sifu, Baldur's Gate,
Balatro.
Claire Obscura. So it's like indie games are kind of ruling right now. So if it's getting backed by a billionaire, like not surprising, but it's just the kind of market that we're in. Also, I think HBO announced that Baldur's Gate is getting a TV show, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
The only thing I just wasn't a big fan of is, I guess, the ability to contact multiple streamers, send them a care package to review your game. So it's almost like a sponsored stream type thing, to where other indie gamers don't have that level of budget to market in that way. Because I think it's smart marketing. I do think it's utilizing that financial asset that you have, but I just think it's almost like an ethical thing that I have a little bit against, because it's already, you're kind of manipulating the situation to get a favorable review by sending out streamer care packages to these streamers who are going to be using this product on stream, who accept those terms, which is usually, hey, review our product and talk about us in a favorable light type thing. So that's my only pushback.
Do that though. Like all brands send like care packages to people.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I feel like that's the norm with gaming companies now. Like they send these things to these influencers and streamers and stuff like that, regardless of if the game's good or not. Like I see like every Marvel Rivals thing, like the early access to the top streamers, even streamers that don't play over Marvel Rivals or Overwatch and stuff like that. They get extra perks or skins and things like that. Like I think it's just the norm of like what happens to promote your stuff now. Like hopefully eventually we get some care pack. I want some care packages.
I would like a care package.
Yeah, next year if we get some anime, if we get like an early release to like an anime game or something like that because we're popping. Yeah, I'm gonna promote the hell of it. I don't care. I'm evil. I'll sell out a little bit, but
Sell out a little bit.
But no, it's just what the gaming community and society is at this point. Like when GTA 6 comes out, there's gonna be non-streamers that are influencers that are gonna be playing it because they got packages from GTA and stuff. Like we might see like Kylie Jenner playing GTA 6 for like a few hours or something with Timothy Chalamet. You never like this type of shit that goes on.
I mean, yeah, but it's whatever.
Like Santo, I'm with you, and that's why I was kind of focusing on like the user reviews themselves, right? You can buy a review, but if it has like, I'm on Steam.db, it has like an 88% approval rating. That's like, people love the game, and like 4,000 people voted, so it'll speak for itself. And we've kind of seen that with the AAA studios. Destiny's under fire, Assassin's Creed's been under fire, or Ubisoft, like in total, Call of Duty's under fire. So it doesn't matter, who you pay off. The gamers are gonna always win, because if that shit's ass, that shit ass.
I mean, if Drake promotes GTA 6, Iceman better cook, by the way. I mean, it's still gonna be GTA 6 by the end of the day.
I promise you, Lonnie, there is no level of promo. And I'm going to preface this by saying GTA 6 is not going to be ass. But if it were to be ass, there's no level of payola that could rewrite that history. We would never let them forget.
Like, what if it has a Cyberpunk type release?
Oh no!
I think that'd be worse.
So, like performance issues, that would be worse than the game just being ass.
That'd be worse.
They pushed it back twice.
Exactly. That's my fear. It's like, yo,
why did you delay it again?
Because we know the game's going to cook, but if it has a bad release,
people are still gonna buy it.
This is one of those where
this
is one of those where like people can get mad all they want. You're still gonna buy it. So yeah, if there's still problems, delay it again. They're still gonna buy it.
They're gonna buy it.
So. Remember, like I said, I told you first. It's coming out next year, not this year. It's coming out next year.
Doesn't matter. It's still gonna be the biggest game release of all time. The way people are talking about it should be the greatest game of all time. Like you don't need to rush it out, but also at the same time, the way people are going to be talking about this game, or the people who will be talking about this game, you like to believe that people are smart enough. So if you are watching Kylie Jenner and Timothy Charlemagne play the fucking game on Twitch, I'm Gucci. I'm good. I'll go watch Skilla play the game because he'll get me what I need to know about this game for real.
I will be watching T Grizzly play this game because it'll be the most
facts. That's a great shout.
Shout out, man.
Is there anything else we want to cover before we call it a night?
Well, speaking of Iceman, yay or nay, do you think that album's gonna cook?
It better. I'm gonna be there front row.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
listening party in Discord
as well
whenever it drops.
I'm down. We were already gonna do that. I'm sure we can all kind of agree on this, the music listeners, right? This Kendrick era has been ass. He won the crown, and he didn't do shit with it, dog. He didn't do shit. And I get the idea of I'm the victor, I'm gonna just leave the game. That's cool. That's cool, my nigga. That's cool. But I feel like when you fight for a spot such as this, you're supposed to be blessing me with bangers. I need features. I need more of a run. He did this shit for no reason, dog. I'm hoping Drake kind of come back, swing heavy. Take your throne back, nigga. We need music back.
You know what's crazy? That in this era of like you coined it, the Kendrick era. Ever since that Super Bowl event, J. Cole has literally been the one to have the project. Like literally, he's the one that put out the music that people enjoyed the most out of the three, which is crazy to me. The one that backed out of fight and whatnot, he's the one that has the project that people like literally like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Kendrick just fell off.
Wasn't he nominated the year after though? Like on a song? Kendrick, yeah.
He was nominated for a bunch of stuff. But
that album fell off. I felt like it was kind of crazy.
That album came out so close to after the beef, and then he kind of just went silent. And then J. Cole is like a naturally reserved dude, so he's gonna drop some good shit. But you need to flood the ecosystem. Whenever the top dog is around, you need that top dog that's gonna put the pressure on niggas' necks. Kendrick is not putting no pressure on no niggas' necks. He want to go hide with his family and do that shit. J. Cole want to be homeless and drive all around the world and shit. We need a nigga who mainstream music, in all intents and purposes, is dead. We need a nigga to bring back mainstream music. That's what we need. We need
Drake. We need Drake.
He's the only Santo.
He's the
all of it.
All
of Atlanta's washed. You know what I mean? It's like Kendrick. He had it. He lost it. Drake, come on.
So how many hits does this album need to have for you to be like, this is good?
It needs 2 mega bangers. And when I think mega bangers, I think
it definitely needs something for the summer.
We need a passion fruit on the album that's a banger. So I'm not saying the same style, but some sort of vibey summer song, like Santo was saying.
Okay.
We need a timestamp. You got to have a timestamp song on there where you spit in bars, you're talking about a situation, whatever the case may be. We need that. And then overall, the vibe of the album has to be 8, 9 out of 10. We there can't be no low points. There's no room for error. Just take your spot back, King. And J-Rob will love this because that nigga J-Rob is he's a disciple of Drake. But no, save us from these people.
I'll say this.
Riddell, he has
I
to,
think,
bro.
I've been telling y'all, if I don't hear rapper Drake, I'm done. I'm like done off of Drake. If I don't hear him rap,
Santo,
like I'm good.
It has to be like Scorpion. We need 8 rap songs and we need 8 pop songs. Seriously, not R&B like the in between area. Not all the way pop, not all the way R&B. Vibey song.
I need a summer smash. I need Rake to rap, and I need a couple songs that'll be trending on TikTok.
Yeah,
and
simple.
we're good. And we're good. We're back. If I don't get if I can get the summer smash, I can get the TikTok vibes. If I don't get rapper Drake, I'm done. I am so done.
Why don't you guys just embrace K-pop?
We go.
All right, and that's the show, everybody. This embrace
K-pop.
I don't know what's wrong with K-pop, man. K-pop's pretty good.
I'm gonna pray for you, Riddell.
You have
a transition.
Any other topics before we close this out? Because we're at 3 and a half.
Since we're on music, what are y'all thoughts on Chris Brown's album?
It's out.
I didn't tune in. I might not tune in to see Breezy.
Oh, let me. Okay, I've been. You know what I've been out. You know what I've been in doing. So I'm gonna listen to it tonight, and so we'll have a conversation tomorrow.
It's long. It's wow. I was gonna say something crazy. It's 27 tracks.
Okay.
See.
27. Wait, what? That's a hell of a long.
27.
Chris Brown releases long projects. Like,
oh my goodness.
27 tracks.
That's his MO.
6 Riddell, 27 tracks, 6 good songs.
Nah. I listened to it. He has. I think it's a good project. I don't think it's a
good.
Out of 27 songs, I give it 16.
Okay.
Like I said, like I said on the Discord, at the Discord, I think if he would have dropped it to like 21 tracks, I think it would have been up there in like maybe a top 5 of his projects. But there's a little too much fat on there. Like you could have cut that out.
Got you.
By the way, that song with Sexy Red and Glorilla, fire.
That was not a sentence I was prepared to hear. I'm not gonna hold you.
Fire. Glow. I'm a fan. Like Glorilla's.
She got some bangers. I'm not gonna. Glow got some.
Shit. At least she embraces.
I listened to that David guy for the first time. I was like, oh, bro, this is good. Wait, is this David? Wait, hold on. I don't know, bro. Yeah, that dude's a criminal. That dude's evil.
Back up my mind.
It's like, why are you making bangers like this and you're this evil? Wait, what?
The Invincible song you made?
The Invincible song, bro. I love that shit.
Oh, fucking soft. I thought he would be like a rap. Nah, bro. That's he going slow with it.
I'm like, what? Does he have a Spider-Man?
Oh, look at me, man.
He does have a Spider-Man song, I think.
There is. Oh, there's not. Evil, man.
Oh, needless to say, no, that's Sway Lee. Never mind. Yeah, any other topics?
Are we good?
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right, let's wrap this up. Oh, by the way, Open Dojo this Friday. You guys stay tuned.
Oh,
We got a fire
Respect
episode coming up.
Charles Barkley, Draymond Green. Respect Charles Barkley, please.
Go on. Please watch Devil May Cry's new season. That shit is gas.
Please watch the roast of Kevin Hart as well, because that shit was hilarious. But yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, was episode 128 of the Black Sensei Society podcast. Per usual, if you are listening here on YouTube, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You can always check out our membership tiers to get exclusive content only available to our members. You can also join our Patreon as well, where we also there have exclusive content. Follow our link tree, and you can see all of our social media platforms where you can follow us there. And also, like I tell everybody, join our Discord so you can be part of the community, be part of the conversations, give us your input, and get to know us more on a personal level. With all of that being said, ladies and gentlemen, much love per usual.